It's so stupid, it's positively brilliant.
The Brilliant Idiots Podcast.
Yep, Charlamagne the God.
Andrew Schultz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots, and this week's show is brought to you by Black Panther, the album, music from and inspired by the motion picture Black Panther. I did not listen to the Black Panther soundtrack until after I saw the movie, and I'm glad I did that.
Okay.
And the reason I'm glad I did that because a lot of the music from the soundtrack is used to score the actual movie. So it's like
That's usually how it works with movies.
Not really though. Sometimes they be having like the most obscure songs, and then you're like, this wasn't in the fucking movie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's just like, you know, when I heard it, I instantly thought about those scenes from the movie, and I appreciated the music more. I actually was I posted on my title the other morning. I posted on my Instagram. I posted "This is my energy I'm on," and I posted the Kendrick Lamar Weekend track "Pray for Me." Amazing record, amazing record. You remember how that Rocky record was? What was that fucking Rocky record? I Had a Tiger.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's how "Pray for Me" feels.
Okay, is it the fight sequence in Pray for Me?
Pray for Me. What's going on in the movie during? Well, Pray for Me plays during the trailer. And it plays at the end. It plays during the trailer, and it plays during the very end of Black Panther when it's over, which is amazing because, you know, that's the best shit.
Right.
Like the way the movie ends, and then that song comes on, you like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So there's a bunch of great artists on it. You know, I'm just reading right here. Kendrick Lamar. Oh, save it for the mid. Chris is like, don't give it all to him in the beginning.
But
He's
the
just
soundtrack
put
is
a tip in. Okay, Chris.
The soundtrack is brought to you by TDE and Interscope Records. And let's start this show.
Let's go.
Now, Andrew, you didn't come to the Black Panther premiere.
I didn't go yesterday.
I had a Black Panther premiere Tuesday.
You had a Black Panther, but I had to go with my Western Bros guys, man. And you didn't have enough tickets for all of us.
And the funny thing is we ended up having seats.
I knew you were going to have seats.
But that's why I told you pull up.
I fucking knew you. No, you didn't say pull up. You said, sorry, I only got 2, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
I feel like when you do have tickets.
How many Western Bros is it?
It's 5 of us.
Oh, it's 5.
There's 4
okay,
and
okay,
Alex
okay.
who videoed. I can't leave, my man
Got
Alex
you.
out. So, but
I know you had a black guy. He's the only real Western bro. He's the only.
yo, isn't it funny how the word bro now describes white guys?
Yeah, I think it's always this guy. No.
When you hear people,
bruh,
you're such a bro. It means a fratty white dude.
Yeah, it's bruh. Bruh is the brother. Bruh is black people now.
My dad used the term brothers.
Yeah.
As a term for black dudes. He goes, some brothers out there, this, that, the other. Brothers has been shortened to bro, and now it's for guys named Chad and like Dave that are in a fraternity somewhere.
Yeah, and bruh is just some unbelievable shit. Bruh.
Yeah, what's up, bruh? Damn, bruh.
Bruh.
For
Damn,
you wearing
his dick
that?
big as hell, bruh. Like, bruh. His dick big as hell.
That's the remix. Bruh.
But I'm not gonna talk about Black Panther. All I'm gonna say is go see it.
Right. I'm going to see it. I'm excited. I want to do Western Bros on it. I want you to come on Western Bros to talk about it.
Listen, I'm not gonna myth bleak it. You know what I mean? I love myth bleak, but I always say that Jay-Z, you know, he myth bleak. That's the term I use because when he put too much expectation on Bleak. And Bleak was good.
Low expectation, key to life.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jay-Z said that this guy, Myth Bleak, is the new and improved me.
Yeah.
Too much pressure.
Yeah.
Too much expectation. So we never fully appreciated Bleak for Bleak.
Yeah.
Even though he was good. Because we was waiting to hear this next new improved Jay-Z shit.
Yeah.
And that never happened. So that's why I'm not saying anything about Black Panther other than go see it. And I will tell you that
That's what I was trying to do from the jump. Set the expectations low.
I went to the Marvel premiere Monday. And then I was super excited to go back to my premiere on Tuesday. Rewatchability is a big factor when it comes to movies. Remember that. So if I was excited to go see a movie again the very next day, it should tell you something.
No, I'm telling you, go see it. Obviously, it's the most pre-sold movie in the history of
Marvel.
Movies.
Are the movies period?
Yeah, the most pre-sales ever. Yeah.
Wow. I can't wait to have conversations about it. I can't wait to see the discussions that it sparks.
Right.
I can't wait to see how it makes black people feel. You know, it's really pissing me off that I'm seeing black people like I sent this.
I want to know how Africans feel.
Africans?
Yeah, I want to know how like Africans
Zuri
feel.
downstairs.
You know what I mean? Like getting teased for being African their whole lives growing up, and all the African jokes.
But see, that's African. That's African Americans though.
I'm saying Africans.
Yeah.
Africans whose families moved here from Africa and they grew up here,
Yeah.
and they were getting teased for being Africans. Because when I was growing up, there was mad African jokes, right? Black people would make African jokes all the time. So
Hey, African booty scratcher, all that shit like
all
that.
that shit, you know. But I'm interested to see if there's any like, oh, now everybody want to be African.
Well, no,
now everybody want to be from Wakanda.
No, that's one part of it. But everybody always.
It's like how I feel about skinny jeans. Like I got called gay for wearing skinny jeans for years.
No.
But all of a sudden, everybody who called me gay for wearing skinny jeans wears skinny jeans. It's like, oh, now we want to rock skinny jeans.
You've always had super Afrocentric people, like Pan-Africans, people who recognize Africa as the continent that we all came from, recognize the kings and queens of Africa. So that's like saying people that said African booty scratcher. That's literally like one small percentage of people. Like that's one joke.
That's 99% of people.
No way.
1% were Pan-Africanists.
No, I was wearing dashikis in middle school.
You were?
Hell yeah. I got a fucking video when I was in 7th grade with, I don't want to call it afro. It wasn't really an afro. I just didn't have a haircut because I didn't have a haircut for mad long. But I had a...
Yo, you were doing natural.
I didn't have a haircut for mad long. I was giving a speech on Africa. And I had a dashiki on.
Right.
So, I mean, you always respected the continent of Africa. Like, even when they used to show us those images of people with flies on their face and stuff, the consensus was, that's not the real Africa.
Right.
That was always the consensus.
Yeah, but there's flies everywhere. I mean...
But I sent Van.
I had a dashiki growing up.
Really?
Yeah, well, not growing up, but my buddy was from Cameroon when I lived in Spain, and we traded something before I left. I gave him an American flag pair of boxers, and then he gave me his dashiki.
I sent Van this.
So I have a dashiki somewhere, like an official one, not some shit that you get up on Broadway.
What you waiting
Zuri
on?
Hall.
Zuri Hall is back. She finally decided to bring her ass to the Brilliant Idiots.
Single Zuri.
You know what I mean?
Single Zuri. Let's go. What?
I didn't tell him nothing.
What do you mean? You told
Zuri
me.
is very noticeable.
I saw you on a dating app. And I said, you're out here single. You know what I mean?
Let me just take off my scarf or something.
Listen, she's not even wearing a scarf. This is how nervous she is.
What dating app did you see Zuri on?
Andrew, chill. Just
Listen,
chill.
I
Just
saw
chill.
her.
Just chill.
I'm not going to say what dating app, but I saw her some shit. And then I slid in the DMs and I said, yo, I saw you on blah, blah, you out here single.
God.
She responded once. I was like, how are things?
Stop.
And then dead.
You sure it wasn't catfish?
Listen, another girl trying to be
it could've
Zuri?
been
Now you need to be
catfish.
approved to be on this shit.
Really?
Yeah, some fancy shit.
But by the way, Zuri, we all knew you were single. I'd be saying to Wax, like, yo, I think Zuri's single now.
Yeah.
Why?
Because your Instagram completely changed.
Yeah, you stopped posting with your
Right.
Here's the
handsome ass
thing.
ex.
He is very handsome.
He's still handsome?
He is still handsome.
Shout out to
Yes,
him.
I'm not a hater. Shout out to him. But that's not the thing, though. It was just like, even when I was still in the relationship, I started to want to separate things a little bit because it's like your relationship becomes someone else's. It's for the public. They want pictures. They want
Facts.
videos. They want updates.
Facts.
But
Yeah.
it's not for you. It's for me. And then I started feeling like I was doing shit for them.
Just for
not
the people.
me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hate
So
that.
even when I was still with him, I was pulling back a little bit. But I'm single.
Ooh, that's a good point, though. So,
wait a minute, what-
so when do
hold
you
on,
realize
hold on.
you're not giving it up to the people no more? Like, I know, at what point do you realize you're doing things just for the people? That's a very self-aware statement.
When you are on vacation and you're in the moment and you're enjoying it, but you're like, damn, we got to get this photo
Yeah.
looking like we're enjoying it
Yeah.
so that I can update the people so they know that we're still living our best life together, enjoying each other.
I've seen people
and then
all the
that
time
moment
do
fucks
that
up the
shit.
moment because he just wants to be great or kick it as he should, or
Yeah.
me sometimes. And then Instagram is just messing up the flow. But that was just one small thing. There was a lot.
But people
at
do
play
this all the
with
time.
us.
They say, I love you on an Instagram post to their girlfriend.
And won't say it in real life.
Well, no, they
to their
do say it in
girlfriend.
love, but why are you telling your followers you love your girlfriend? Like today, everybody's Valentine's is going to be a
Yeah.
picture of them and their girlfriend, the person that means more to me than anything else. So tell them.
Bro,
Yeah.
know
The
that-
fuck you doing?
by the
Telling
way-
But
these
you know what? No.
strangers. You
But
tell
in
them, oh, it's corny.
2018,
no, you're doing
with
it
these
because
public
girls are like, why don't you post with me?
You need to let these chicks know sometimes, though, because at the end of the day, people are like, Instagram isn't real, digital isn't. It is real, and people get caught up on that stuff, and it trickles
why do
into
you
their
girls
real
care so
life.
much? Why do you
because
need
y'all are
validation?
shady, and y'all need validation, which is why the DMs got God knows what going on in them.
But why do you need me to post a picture of the two of us to
to let
all my
these chicks
followers?
that you're DMing know what it really is.
Listen, if I'm DMing them, it ain't anything anyway.
No, that's a lie.
If I'm DMing these chicks, it ain't anything
Well,
between me
leave
and
it
you
on,
anyway.
leave
so
it
why
on
you
their
wanna have the
comments,
lie?
then. Leave it on their comments in
Exactly,
public,
exactly.
then.
You're right. You know what?
Wait, what?
Leave it on their
Leave it
comments
on the
in public,
comment
then.
section. No, but I guess you're saying that like if a girl sees that a guy is in a relationship with another girl, they won't hit on him.
No, they still will. Some
So then
females
what the fuck's
will.
the
Some
difference?
females will, but
they
it's
like
still
it
just
more
like,
that way.
Yeah,
you
I
just
know.
proved the meat
It's
is
like-
good.
It's just a
You did a
different-
taste test.
Oh my god, it's just a different thing now. Like in the 21st century, we have our digital lives, we have our real lives, and they do intersect. And at the end of the day, if I'm a part of your public life, you'll hold my hand in public when we're walking into a restaurant. Your Instagram life, your Facebook life. is real in a different way. Hold my hand there too. Shout me out on occasion. Show that public that I exist in this world of yours the same way I do in real
I'm
life.
gonna tell you something. I don't believe that you have a digital life. I just believe you have an Instagram and you have a Facebook. That ain't my life. That's just something on my fucking phone.
But it's a representation of your life, though,
Not
right?
really.
You don't think so?
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but for me, I don't look at it as
but that's
I
you.
guess it's
You're
different
different than these
things.
girls that like put a filter on their face. Their entire face and body is different on Instagram than it is in real life.
That would
Imagine
stress
that.
me out.
That's
You
a
can't do
digital
that
life.
because then you're like a letdown.
That's
in real life.
literally a digital life.
So you know how many girls
It's
I
an
know?
avatar.
For real.
I be looking at girls on Instagram I'm like, she do not look like this.
I just look right to the videos. Because I gotta look
the
now.
Snapchat
You don't
videos
even know
will
if
give it
girls
away.
are girls
Well, even
anymore.
on the videos now, we got the
This
filters.
shit is crazy. What?
And the filters, even on the videos, we got the filters. They can like slim you in.
Yeah, but
and
I can
stuff.
see that. I can
So
see.
you know
I
when it's
know.
real.
I look for. I go way back. I go way back to the bottom.
See,
I
you're
start
the
at
type of
bottom.
lurker.
Hell yeah!
Right?
Because I'm going out on a date. I have a very limited amount of time. So if I give you a piece of my schedule, I'm not about to go and then you show up with somebody who's not you on Instagram. So I'm looking
fair.
back. I'm looking obviously at feet. I'm looking at hands. I'm looking at proportions. I'm
Fuck
looking at
that. Y'all
angles.
better start looking at these girls and seeing if they Me Tooable. You better start looking at their videos. No, and what I mean by that is this a possible woman that can call Me Too?
All you look is
gotta make sure they're
feminist
not
or
crazy.
women's march in their title.
Yes.
By
To be
X.
clear,
To
not
the
all
left,
women or
to the
most
left,
women
none of
calling
that
people
shit.
out are crazy.
I agree
who
with
are
that.
contributing to that
Hot
Me Too
take.
conversation.
Hot take. What'd you say?
I said, to be clear,
Yeah.
not most women, maybe some of them, not all of them, or even a majority of them are crazy.
Oh, no, I
who are
agree with you.
contributing
I thought
to
you
the Me
said
Too
most
conversation.
are crazy. I was like,
no,
whoa,
no.
Yeah, I was looking at the Nelly situation. Nelly keeps getting caught
Goodness,
up.
I mean.
and I'm like, damn,
Ron,
man.
right?
Nah, he just keeps getting all these
For
sexual assault charges. And I'm like, it's only a matter of time before the tip drill video turns on him completely.
How is that not evidence number one?
Exactly. I'm like, what? None of these girls are from the tip drill video? That's the thing that keeps stressing me out about it. I'm like, none of these girls are from the tip drill video. We watched the tip drill video. We watched them swipe a credit card to a girl's ass.
Your Honor, I paid these girls. You swiped the credit card in my ass. I'm not paying it.
By the way, if one girl from the tip drill video comes out, everybody will believe her. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Because video hoes have no. Video hoes have no whatever.
You still
it is.
using the word hoes in 2018?
Shit, I am. I'm hard on these hoes in 2018, bro.
OMG.
Come on, man.
Wow.
Come on, we're not sensitive out here. We're not sensitive out here. We're not a bunch of little bitches. You know what I mean? Do it for Wakanda.
But Zuri,
I like your buzz cut, Andrew.
Oh, thank you.
Zuri saw Black Panther.
I did.
What'd you think about it?
I thought it was really good. I saw it in LA, a week, 2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Shit been out.
What? It's
She
not,
saw-
it
she
feels
saw-
like it's been
Zuri
out.
works for E! News.
I
She
was
saw the
for
premiere.
E! News.
Like the premiere.
Yeah, I was at the premiere. I covered the carpet. Everyone was dope. That energy was crazy. Went in, loved it. And to be honest, I'm not like a huge comic book fan, so that's how I knew it was good.
Right.
When I could watch for 2 hours and not like doze off at any moment. And the commentary, you watched the film, right?
Saw
Like
it
the
twice.
social commentary in that was just enough that you walk away feeling something without it feeling too we're woke.
The ill part about it is that's always been the storyline.
Yo,
Yeah,
woke
I'm
is totally turned off,
I
right?
know,
It's
I
like
just
sleep
like-
time.
Woke is done.
Yo, sleep is
Please
the new
be
woke.
over.
Woke
Please,
is
yes.
done.
That's my new shit. Hashtag sleep
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
It's too many overly woke people.
Exactly.
And when you stay awake
Take
too
an
long,
Ambien.
you get fucking tired and you
Amen.
get sleepy and you just start talking out the side of your
Right?
neck.
Literally, if you
Like-
don't sleep, you go crazy. And these people have gone fucking crazy.
Listen,
That's what's happening.
I saw somebody say Black Panther is a superhero movie, not a movement. Relax, fake pro-blacks. I'm like, bro, why do you care?
Right.
Like,
And it can still just be a moment.
It's
Can
a
we just be
moment.
hype
Like,
for the
do we clown people when they get excited to go see Harry Potter? When they dress up as wizards and fucking all kind of shit to go see
No,
Star
Harry
Wars?
Potter's dope
Like
too.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, why? For the first time, Black people got a movie that we want to dress up, you know, to go see, and everybody's like, oh, and it's really Black people.
We can't be great. I know.
I'm seeing it from Black people. They're like, yo, what are you upset about? Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
relax. It's a movie.
Guys, let's not complain about the little shit. This is the highest grossing film in the
Can't wait.
history, pre-sale in the history. And we're
Can't wait.
talking about two people on Twitter who are like, it's not a movement, it's a movement. You're focusing on the negative. The overwhelming majority of humans that go to movies have agreed that they're excited about this movie.
Yep.
Duh.
Nobody else matters.
Yep.
Don't focus
agree.
on these like, oh, look, there's a couple racists that say let's boycott. More than Star Wars, people are excited
Ooh,
about
that's a
Black
good point. I guess I
Panther.
never looked at it.
More
in
than
comparison to Star
Titanic,
Wars.
people are excited about Black Panther. There's no complaints.
Yeah.
There are
Yeah.
always going to be people who bitch.
It was good. It was good. How
What
was your
the market
screening? You
has
did
decided.
a screening, didn't you?
I did a
Charlamagne,
screening
you're
last night.
so cool. Like how?
Thank you.
How do you get on the? You get like
have no
your
idea.
front row center at all this dope stuff.
I don't know. God is
I'm
good.
just trying to talk my way in
Gave
at the
up
door.
them cheeks, the Weinstein.
Fucking Harvey gets you nowhere. That shit gets you
You get an indie film, maybe.
nowhere whatsoever. How have you felt about the Me Too Time's Up movement, Zuri?
Oh man.
Are you allowed to talk about this?
You know what? I will talk about it in the sense of all I will say is this: is that I feel like I've been covering these stories for a long time now. Like, obviously, being in the heart of Hollywood, this is something that we've been keeping up on. And more than anything, I'm just really proud of every woman who's standing up and sharing her story. I also feel like the pendulum is starting to swing where we were at an extreme, one way or the other. Either you believed everyone or you said they were lying. Everyone's crazy, blah, blah, blah. Like, we're starting to get into the gray area where conversations about consent and
Due process.
are coming into the conversation, and that's something that I've been wanting to have happen for a long time, because it's like everyone's not all bad and everyone's not all good on either side of this argument. And I think the Aziz Ansari moment was a really interesting moment to witness, because that's when a lot of people started reading that story and being like, wait, well, what does that mean exactly? Amy Schumer spoke up. She said, look, it wasn't cool, a little douchey, and I'm paraphrasing here, but I think that's a good thing, because now we're starting to understand that it's not so black and white, and then the men who are being held accountable are not the only ones. Women are being held accountable for their stories too, and I think that there's something in that area that needs to still be worked out. So
we all need to be
I think it's
accountable
good.
for our behavior,
but
right?
she's
Like,
right.
you have a situation where, like with Aziz, right? Like, do you think that was the first time Aziz tried to do that?
I don't know.
Absolutely not, right? Like, repeating the same action over and over again and expecting a different result is the definition of crazy.
Insanity.
Right? Like when we see these guys on the street that go, hey, ma, damn, girl, you got a fat ass.
Well, they're literally insane.
No, they're not.
In New York, good
that
God.
worked on a girl.
Well, like
I promise
20 years
you,
ago, and
that
he's still
worked.
dissing that
Everybody
lineup?
in this room has hollered at a girl,
Hey,
myself
ma?
included.
What?
And maybe not
You hit him
exactly.
with the A-ma still?
Hell
First of all, Wax's vocabulary is very limited. So of
And
course
it
he hit him
worked.
with the
So my
hey,
point is, so we all have to be accountable for our behavior. It's like these guys that are doing this, myself included, in terms of yelling at a girl on the street, whatever like that, and that's not my way of doing it anymore. But as a kid, of course, if it worked, we'll repeat it. If it doesn't work, we won't.
You're only gonna do what works.
We're going to do what works. So there has to be a certain level of
I'm
accountability
trying to
and
think if I
conversation.
ever responded to an A-ma.
You
Maybe
went to
when
college,
I was like 16.
Zuri. I'm sure you heard something that was the equivalent of hey mom.
What? How do you say "ema" in German or wherever your boyfriend
Ohio.
was
Yo,
at?
shorty.
Hello?
Hello.
Oi.
Hey.
Have you heard that?
Yeah, but
Okay, that's hey mom.
All I'm trying to say is
it's
that
better with an accent.
if it works, we're going to do it, right? So
Okay.
there's a certain conversation that needs to happen with women as well, which is, and amongst women, which is, yo, we don't respond to that shit. So all of us don't respond to that shit, because some of y'all are giving pussy up for hey ma, and then you're making it difficult for me to walk home.
By the way,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
women decided that they didn't want to fuck with scrubs and they didn't want to fuck with broke dudes, what did us men do? We got out of our mama's houses.
You
know what I'm saying?
Motivate
For real.
us.
I'm
you know what I mean?
serious.
You put us in baggy clothes and skinny jeans.
Whatever
Whatever you reward,
I used to have
we
my
gonna do.
eyebrows arched because a
you.
woman. Yes, because a woman told me that it looked good.
I had my guys stopped. I've had guys stop doing stuff like that, because I was like, I need a little, I need hair. You need hair. It's masculine.
Yeah.
You said you gonna beat him up?
This was years ago. This was like 14, 15 years ago.
You had like tweezers? Were you
Man,
waxing?
I
Like,
was
how were you
going there
getting
getting
it
the
done?
cream on my shit, getting them all thin.
Come on, bro. And you got
Shit
thick
was-
eyebrows, bro. You got some shit
Thick
that
as
could look
hell.
good if
Oh
they
my
aren't
God.
small.
My homegirl, who the fuck,
that shit threaded.
Sharina, we used to work at Paragon Solutions together. She told me to do that shit. And she was telling me it would look good, whatever. And it was this G-Unit mixtape, and it was Winky Wright. And Winky Wright said, next motherfucker I see walking around with arched eyebrows, I'm going to beat the shit out of him. So Wax and my man Potter used to call my phone
Yeah.
and play that interlude all the time.
Yo, good for you, yo. Y'all are good friends, man.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, because girls will have you out here fucked up.
Absolutely. We're going to do whatever you say.
Is that right?
Whatever
I feel
gets
like
us
y'all,
laid.
y'all don't listen. No,
We
y'all
do
don't.
whatever will get us laid. We're not going to listen,
one time, but
we're
once
gonna
you
listen
get
what
laid,
gets
y'all
us
stop
laid.
listening?
I'm just
That's how it
saying,
works?
so if you reward a certain behavior, we're going to do it. And then when you stop rewarding that behavior, we're going to stop doing it immediately.
Okay,
So,
good.
ladies,
I feel
there's
like
an
I just
amount of
came into that
accountability.
lesson. Okay.
Zuri said something else that's real too about Aziz.
What?
It's not black or white. It's a shade of gray. In his case, a shade of yellow. Because it wasn't a black person, it wasn't a white
my
person, it was
Charlamagne.
an other.
I'm actually done with this.
I'm saying sometimes you need a other. Others keep you from being
It was
biased.
a white girl.
No, I'm talking about him, Aziz.
So people aren't looking at
Aziz-
this situation
Wait,
from
Aziz
like a
is yellow?
bias of pro-black or pro-white.
Yeah, Aziz is yellow.
He's
or
of
brown.
color.
He's a brown.
He's of
Oh,
color.
I thought you
Not
said
really
the girl
brown,
was
though.
Asian that did
Rust color.
yeah. First of all, Aziz is lucky he's brown.
Aziz is cute.
This is brown Muslim privilege.
But that's what I'm saying. It takes
Son,
an other. It
let me
takes
ask you
somebody
this
else to
question.
remove your bias.
Let me ask you this question. If Aziz is a white Republican senator who doesn't believe in abortion and he does that to a girl, you think that he gets off as
That's my
easy as
point.
he's got off?
But that's my point. It's
They
not
sending
white.
that motherfucker to the grave.
But that's my point. It's not white. It's not black. It's a brown brother. So it's like all our biases are taken away.
Exactly.
So we're just looking at the situation for what it is.
Now, if that should
We have
happen at
no
an airport,
dogs in this fight in this instance.
it might be a different situation.
Wait, what?
That should happen at an
Okay.
airport. I'd be like, yo, time's up, son, time's up. Me too, and him. Out.
I would like to
We
exclude
tryna
myself from this
land.
narrative.
You did the
please.
premiere last night too in New York, right, Zuri?
Yeah. It was at MoMA. It was so fun. First of all, Chadwick is just the best.
South Carolina,
his
baby.
energy. That's right. Did you know him before all this or no?
Nah, he's from
Fisher.
Anderson.
He was on the Breakfast Club.
He was on the Breakfast Club like 5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I first met him.
Yeah, he's dope. Really good talent. Everyone was there. Chris Rock was there
Chris Rock
with
is
his
63
daughter.
years
Stop
old.
it.
That
Is he?
motherfucker looked great for
He
63.
does look
bro.
good.
Money helps you
A
out.
lot of energy. He was
Seinfeld looks
happy.
good too for how old they're all in their 60s.
How old is Seinfeld?
60s. Wow. These guys look incredible.
Unfucking believable.
I know. He just dropped his first special, I think, in like 10 years
10 years,
today.
yeah.
I didn't realize it had been that long.
This is a great week for black content, man.
Bro.
I don't know why Chris
Oh,
Rock changed the
February.
name of the special though.
What is
Wait,
the
what
name?
is it now?
Tambourine.
What?
Come on, bro.
What was it before? What was,
Sound
was
like
it
Janelle
he did the
Monáe.
blackout tour.
The total blackout tour. Like keep with the black theme, but he called it tambourine because he said that being in a relationship is
you
like
gotta
playing a
play a
tambourine.
position.
You got to play a position. Sometimes you're the lead singer, and
Mm.
sometimes you play in the tambourine.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it is very heavy on relationships.
Yeah.
His situation.
Okay.
So,
All right, Chris Rock.
Chris Rock has a special.
Yeah.
Black Panther's coming out. It's going to be a huge smash at the box office. Tyga is claiming a baby that's not his.
Dope. Drop
You talking about
clues bombs
Stormy?
for Tiger.
Yo, real talk. Tyga is.
I was like,
Yo.
I respect it.
Yo, real. I mean,
I
that's
respect
some legit shit. Because there's a lot of fathers out there who don't claim babies that are theirs, and this guy's out here claiming babies is not even his.
Fuck
Like, you got to
that.
put that shit out there.
I'm
yo.
not going out without a fight if I'm Tiger. Okay? I fucked up, all right? I fucked up, but I didn't know you was going to leave me and go get pregnant by another man.
Hey, he didn't even have
All right?
time
music,
to bounce back. He didn't have
better
time
beats.
to plead his case properly.
Bro.
Poor Tiger.
But this guy knows how to throw a thorn. He's like the perfect WWE
He
villain.
needs to stop. He needs to just let it go. She's happy. Let it go.
How do we know she's happy?
She's wanted to be a mom forever. She
She's
obviously
19.
has the
How long
means
is
to
forever?
do. Like, I guess 19
She wanted to be a mom for 4 years. She got a period a day ago. What do you mean?
Shut up, Andrew.
Just saying.
All I know is she's happy. She's moved on. He needs to let it go.
don't know-
That looks desperate to me. Like it's not. It was like
what's
funny
wrong
for
with
5
being
seconds.
desperate?
Everything.
What's wrong with being desperate? That's Kylie fucking Jenner.
We can't even be desperate no more.
She's worth $100 million goddamn dollars. I'm mad at Tiger for losing that, especially when you
More
took
than
a.
that, I think it's 300. She's the highest paid of all the sisters.
Really?
She
Wow.
tops Kim with triple Kim's worth right now.
How
we were
is
just
she
talking about it the
fucking
other day
Maggie
on the
Simpson
show.
of the show. She don't even talk.
She don't have to. That shows you just she's breaking in the bank. Those lip kits.
That lip
Yeah.
kit.
The makeup, all
Yeah.
that. She's one of the most, I think, the most followed woman in the world via social platforms. She's just like the queen of the millennials. Kim was sort of at the forefront of all that,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
Kylie
the
is like
kids
a
fuck
whole
with
new
Kylie, not Kim.
demographic. Yeah. Well, they might fuck with her, but Kylie's next level.
Just let the record show Zuri is very nervous about this topic because she works for E!
Right? I'm looking at Charlamagne and I like, don't
pay
you
the bills out
fuck
there.
me
She
up,
don't know where this may go, but I love Kylie, and I think
Yeah.
Tiger should fight for her. Okay, I don't think Tiger's doing nothing wrong right now.
Oh, got it. But
all right,
as if you're Travis Scott, are you going, yo, did he fuck you while we were hooking up? Did he fuck you while we were still together?
So what y'all doing for Valentine's Day? Any fun plans?
DM and Kylie.
I don't see. I honestly
Slide in. Hey, Ma.
Hey man,
What's up, boo?
whatever you doing, Tiger, I respect it. I need to know without a shadow of a doubt I don't have a chance no more.
Facts.
And guess what? By the way, if this not my baby, the next one gonna be mine. I want your back, boo. All right? Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm digging up old women that Travis knows and still may be dealing with. I'm trying to throw some salt in the game if I'm Tiger, man. Tiger was this close, and then Tiger took a penitentiary chance. Think about that.
What is a penitentiary
That's
chance?
true. No, it's a great point. You're not nobody.
What is
You know
He took
what?
a penitentiary chance.
This is a great point.
I don't know what a penitentiary
He was
is.
banging
It was
a girl
a
who
crime.
was 16, 17.
Oh,
He
my
believed,
God. How are we back on
believed
this?
in
It
her
was a
so
crime.
much. He believed in her so much, he waited it out. He warmed up the pussy, and then
Come on,
Travis
man.
Scott
I
come
wanna
over
go to
here,
Wakanda.
auto-tuning
I
and
wanna
pregnant.
go to Wakanda. I want to go to Wakanda. Anywhere but here.
Yo, what is the age of consent in Wakanda? You know that shit not 18. That shit probably a good 15,
Nah, it gotta be
16,
18.
something like that.
Listen,
Yo,
18,
Kylie would be
18 or
legal if you had some vibranium.
He redshirted her.
Yo, real
He
talk.
redshirted her. He trained her. Tiger basically got Kylie into the pros. He was with her when she was in high school, taught her how to play the game, got her into the pros, made her ready for people like Travis, and here comes Travis reaping all the benefits.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's
That's what we do with y'all on a daily basis. You know, we build a boyfriend, we build a man every few years. Then y'all peace out, drop the mic, act like you don't know how to act.
really think
and
y'all
then
do
every
shit?
lesson we whoa.
Yo, women
Do
really
we
think they
not?
all do shit.
No, they do. They do.
I had
They
an
do.
ex.
They
I had an
They
ex
do.
say to me that she
do.
nurtured she built my career. She nurtured my career. How?
Which one
Did
said
she?
that?
I ain't gonna talk
Oh
about
no,
that.
let's dig. Let's unpack this, Andrew.
All I'm saying is I'm like, bitch, how?
Is that the
What
one who
is-
flees to Wakanda?
Was this
The one, is it the one who is it the one who fled to Wakanda? Took the flight from Canada to Wakanda? Is that her?
Took a flight to Wakanda.
I will say you did blossom around that time, Andrew. Andrew, you did blossom around that time.
Listen, it was my time. You know how much more blossoming I could have done if I didn't have to argue until 4 in the fucking morning every night?
Yo, I feel that though.
Shit.
I feel that. That's
So
real.
you was with your guy for 7 years?
Yo.
How long was y'all together?
Like 5-ish.
Oh, so you definitely helped him upgrade.
Oh, I would like to think that I glue him up a little bit. Is
Yeah.
glue a
Didn't he
word?
get an injury?
He did. What are we talking about? That was a while ago, though.
I'm just saying, you injured him, ruined his soccer career.
I didn't do that. I helped him after. You know, it's a big thing to transition out of playing professionally or doing sports and not being your life and then not. And we're not going to talk about this a lot because we're not getting into it. I see what you're trying to do here. But
I don't know what's going on.
but that wasn't it at all. But I feel like in any relationship, you help each other grow. You build because you think you're building together. And I'm the type of woman who
Don't fuck with foreskin. That's what it is.
What?
Just
Oh, my
be
God.
honest, yo.
Oh, my
Be
God.
honest what it is about the
Charlamagne, you just not gonna help. You just gonna
relationship
let
and why
Andrew
you
keep
broke
doing this? I
What
should
you
know.
mean me?
I'm
You
listening
should
to
know.
the
He's not on my
I should
team with
know.
this.
I'm
He
listening to the
started this
conversation.
idea.
I feel like, yeah, women help men glow up, and then when they get glowed up, they forget what you did.
That's a lie.
That's not true. You already forgot about what your girls did, and I'm sure they did something.
What they do?
Did someone convince
They
you to do
didn't
this
pay the
buzz
bills?
cut?
I will
It was
say
the-
this. I will
Pay
say
the
this.
rent?
It's not about the bills, though.
Oh, it's not?
It's about
All right.
supporting you, encouraging you. And side note, I pay my bills.
Yeah, Zuri got her own money. I will say this.
I didn't
I'm
say you
building
didn't
and I'm
pay.
paying bills.
I don't know how much of a glow up it is though if you couldn't convince him to have a circumcision. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh
with
my
you.
God! Stop! Stop! Can we move forward? Can we look into
Yes.
2018?
What is Zuri looking for in a man in 2018?
Real
Because
talk.
inquiring minds want to know. Because everybody about to be in your DMs. Because it's been announced on the Burnators that you're single now.
Yeah. What
they
are you
about to
looking
come
for?
at you.
I
Those
need-
shit emojis are turning into hearts.
That's right. Tell us
Right,
what
'cause
you're
they're still
looking
leaving
for,
those damn
Zuri.
emojis.
We want to know. What is,
I'd be
what is
real
it you're
cute. I was
looking
on the
for?
Golden Globes carpet, cute shit emojis. Still, 2 years later, I was so pissed. I can't stand
Throw 'em
y'all.
up.
Anyways, I want someone who's honest. They have to be able to keep it real. I would rather cry with the truth than just be believing a lie in my own little ignorantly blissful
true,
world.
though?
I
don't know,
am.
man.
Yes.
If I'm telling you I got other women and this and that,
then I'm gonna leave you.
Okay,
but just
gotcha. You
give
give me
me
a
the
choice.
truth of that. Yeah,
Gotcha.
just
But
give
that
me
really
the
ain't
choice.
a choice for me.
Well, no, it's not because you're being selfish. You're withholding the truth so
Who?
that you can. You're
I'm
saying it's
giving
not.
myself to other women. How's that selfish?
Oh my goodness. So I want him to be honest.
That's the least
He needs to
selfish
have a
thing you could
job.
possibly
I want
think
some
of.
ambition.
I'm spreading myself thin.
Andrew
What?
Schultz.
I'm
no.
being dead serious.
I
If
know,
I'm
and
out
that's
here
the
giving
unfortunate part.
sperms to all these different women, how is that
He's
something
so
I'm taking
generous.
away?
Oh my goodness. Just
it
a bunch of
boggles
little
my
Andrews
mind how
running
people
around.
take Andrew serious when he's talking.
I don't.
I take me serious.
Because the
when I'm
other day,
talking.
let me tell y'all what happened the other night at the USA. We was doing we was
Oh wait, is this the Tupac story?
yes, we was doing a live podcast with Bokeem Woodbine.
Shout out to Bokeem.
For he's got a show coming on USA called Unsolved. It's the notorious big Tupac murder
Looks
situation.
dope, by the way.
So we up there doing it. I'm giving an interview with Bokeem. Andrew goes, so yo, you was close with Tupac. Did you know Tupac when he had 2 nuts or 1? Right? The whole audience is silent. You're looking like, what? He goes, yeah, because at one point he had 2 nuts and then he got shot or something and had 1.
Yeah.
Bokeem goes, I like you. Don't make me not like you. Andrew being Andrew, what are you talking about? He only had one nut. Did somebody Google Tupac one nut? I'm like, Bokeem, he's a comedian. The sigh of relief that came over Bokeem's face when he realized that Andrew was a comedian.
It's so interesting. It's interesting. When he pointed that out, everything else was funny.
Yes.
It was like a getaway free card.
Dynamic.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I just assumed that we're all gonna giggle, laugh about shit.
You got to think of the world we live in.
Yeah.
We live in a world where everybody's trying to be funny and everybody's trying to get a moment. You understand what I'm saying? So if that ain't your fucking job and you just interviewing me, asking me some wild shit,
stupid, yeah.
you just trying to go viral. You know what I mean?
Oh, he thought I was trying to use him for like a moment.
Like
I don't know how to be in front of the audience without
by the way,
yeah.
his friend is dead. All right, I think we tend to forget Tupac is dead.
And was a real
But I thought it was a
person.
good question. I want to know if there's a difference in aggression with Tupac between 1 and 2 testicles, because
The
I noticed
testosterone levels.
yeah, like after I come, I'm very relaxed, and I feel like he would have half the amount of cum in his body. So therefore, would he be a more relaxed, less thug life Tupac?
He's dead.
Well, now he's definitely relaxed.
This guy, see what I'm saying? He just don't stop. He just keeps. He just keeps.
And I hope his
God.
friend's not listening today.
He just
For
keeps.
your sake, Andrew.
Who's not listening?
His friend.
Who?
He still got
Bokeem?
friends.
Listen, I'm going to be in Los Angeles this weekend, guys.
No.
Are you going to All Star?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because I'm a hoe.
About to find you a baller.
Well, Charlotte.
NFL baller.
What did you think? Why did you think I'm going to be there? What's going on?
You got tickets to events?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're not a hoe.
Nah, he just gonna be walking around the city.
No,
I'll be walking around.
The hoes
around.
go with no tickets to the event, nothing.
Gonna
They just
find a
out
way.
there.
God will
You're
make
going to
a
All-Star.
way.
No, you're not. You're going to Los Angeles. Okay? During All-Star weekend.
Yo, I'm
It's
going
the
to Super
difference.
Bowl.
Facts,
No, you're not.
facts.
No, well, Flagrant 2, we're all going.
Okay.
And we're going to do a live pop-up there. Oh, shit, I guess I'm just announcing this right now at the Gray Matter spot. I think there's only like, we're going to do like a free show at this spot. I don't know. I'll post the exact details, but I think it'll be like Sunday. But yeah, Alex is going to be out there. Akash. Kaz is going to do Say Palooza out there.
Kaz!
Really?
Yeah. So it's going to be fun, man. We're going to go check out some tings.
Now back to Zuri being single.
No.
Do you want to be in a relationship?
No.
Really?
No.
It's me time?
It's me time. I'm so excited about that too. And I mean, a lot of women say that. They mean it in a cliche way. Like, I just want to get to know myself, me and God. Like, I'm just so excited to be by myself. Like, will I date? Yes, eventually, if it feels right. Like, even now, if it felt right, I would go on a date because I'm just so sure of who I am. And I've been getting to know that new me over the last few years. So I'm excited to exercise these practices, these lessons I've learned in the context of only having to worry about my damn self. Like, this is the first time in 5 years that I can be selfish and like not be shamed for
How
it.
does somebody date you? What does a guy have to do? What's the right
Ask me
line?
out. No one asks me out. I always hear through friends of friends of friends, except Wax. He kind of he did shoot a shot. He did shoot a shot at dinner the other day.
Yeah? What'd you say?
And Wax told me the other day, we were driving in the car. First of all, Wax loves Zuri, right? Like on some like King Kong white woman type shit, like, right? And so, so he loves Zuri, right? So we riding in the car and he's like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I DM Zuri, I DM Rihanna, I DM Maya.
In front of her, yo? In front of her, yo?
Right? And I go,
killing me.
wait a minute, whoa.
How am I in that lineup?
I go, you DM Rihanna and Maya? He goes, yeah. And I go, do they ever hit you back? He goes, no. I'm like, he says, Zuri hits me back all the time. I'm like, probably because you know Zuri?
Right. Oh my God. Oh,
Wax thinks he's an assassin, but he's using a shotgun. You know what I mean? He just got a very wise spray.
See where it lands.
Exactly. He's
See where it
quail
lands.
hunting. You know?
Today is Valentine's Day. We're taping this on Valentine's Day.
Oh man.
And Wax is in here right now. Wax, give her your gift. Wax has a gift for
Wax,
Zuri.
come sit over here.
You are
He
come sit
does.
over
He got you a gift.
Hey, Alex,
Happy
bring his,
Valentine's Day.
stool over so he-
This is great. This is how I know Wax likes Zuri, because he's risking his whole livelihood and his life to present her this gift on camera.
Wow.
Listen, she probably not gonna get nothing else like all the rest of the girls.
Damn, but you right. You right.
He got you a whole
So
pizza.
somebody got you, son.
All of these girls out here. What do you got you? What do you got
I'm
you?
getting a lot of trouble.
Godiva chocolates?
Yes.
Wow. In a heart-shaped box?
Yes. We talked
Look
about
at
the other
this.
night. That's a aphrodisiac.
But that's
right?
Dove chocolates.
It make girls last longer.
What What are you talking about?
That's not how that works, Lex. That's not how that works.
What are you talking about?
Aphrodisiac.
Aphrodisiac. That's
Makes
for
girls
black
horny.
girls.
Oh,
Yeah, it just like gets the libido wax is what we were saying.
Teaching me things the other night, so I was like, look at that.
How many gifts have you gotten girls this week?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Tell the
wow.
truth. Really?
That's it.
He showed me his
got
video.
me feeling
This
special.
one girl got roses all over
What?
the bed.
Jesus.
It's
Wow.
She got
You do this to me all the
she
time.
got roses down the hall. She got a marquee in the
I don't
room.
know nothing.
You know the marquee like that be outside the church? It says I love wax. I'm like, why the fuck she got a marquee in her
It's
room?
stuff that comes to my DMs all the time. It's nothing.
Bullshit. Ain't no
Nothing I
Photoshop.
can do.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, thank you for my text.
But Zuri got a gift.
I
Yo,
did.
this
This
is
is all I'm
beautiful.
getting today. So
He told me he would give it all up for you, Zuri.
Yeah.
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 All right, let me sleep on it, Wax. Let me.
I'm down. I'm down. Sleep.
She really don't want to be woke no more. I don't want to sleep. she like this where the woke shit stops right now. I'm going to sleep. That's incredible, man. That you didn't get nobody else a gift.
It's okay.
No. Do you do the Valentine's Day thing? I dated a guy maybe 6-7 years ago for a very short amount of time. He said, I don't do Valentine's Day. It was like Pride. And I was like, well, what? It's just a day. I mean, I get it. Maybe it's a Hallmark holiday, but we can like go get dinner or get some chocolate.
But we do that
Nah,
all
my
the
brother
time
taught me
anyway,
we don't
though.
do that shit. Like
You're supposed
we
to do
keep-
that anyway, though. So
That's
what's the
I feel
difference?
the same way,
Was he
but I feel like
Jehovah's
some
Witness?
fucked up men take pride in like not succumbing to the holiday, like not doing something to convince their girl that you
We
know.
like them.
What
Were
if
you
I
expecting
convince you
anything?
all those other days?
No, because he wasn't shit. So by that point, I wasn't expecting anything at all. But yeah, I know it ended not. too
Even
long
today,
after
you
that.
weren't expecting nothing from a guy?
Today, no, because this is the thing. I'm not big on the Valentine's Day thing. It's like whatever I want. If we're together. Yes, I want dinner. I want candles. I want all the stereotypical shit. Just,
Why?
yes, just because
That's
because
a
I'm
fire
just.
hazard candle.
It's not a fire hazard if you know how
got
to
my
light
own
candles.
apartment.
Andrew.
I think
But
girls
I
do
don't
that because they
expect
want
a
to know
lot.
if I'm the number one. That's all y'all do.
Number one, only one. Wax.
I get it, but it just don't work like this these days.
Yes, it does. I don't know
Yes,
what the fuck
it
you talking
does.
about.
Nah,
You're
he's got a
saying
good
we
point.
got to settle with being
you,
number
Andrew.
one.
I'm out the game.
Yeah.
Think about how many
See,
more women there
that's
are.
it. Listen to
You gotta
Charlamagne.
think
That's what's
about
supposed to be
He's
out
a
the
married
game.
man, though. He's
I'm
married.
married.
Single
and
guys,
happy.
think about how many more women there are right now. First of all, there's 60% of the population is female. Right
Okay.
now, we got all these trans women, so it's probably up to 80%.
Gay.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. We got to date more than one woman. We
No,
don't got a
you
choice.
don't.
We don't got a choice.
It's only right.
You're not doing us
I heard
any
what he said.
favor.
I'm just trying to
Keep
go
going.
right over that.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So that's all I'm saying. We don't have a choice but to date more than one woman. We have
No.
to so the women aren't lonely. Again, selfless.
Don't.
I think it's more stressful to date more than one woman.
Me too. I don't want to
It
do
is.
it.
It's crazy. Like, this
really
day is,
do.
like,
We
out of
really
control.
Have this conversation then. I agree. How is it not stressful to date more than one woman, especially if you're not being real about dating
That's a
other
fact.
women?
Yeah.
So now you're leading double lives. You're talking to one chick, telling another the girl something else, telling
It
this
sucks.
third chick a
Yeah,
dream.
it sucks.
How is that fun for you
No,
guys?
it's
I
not
really
fun.
want to
Man,
know.
had different
So why do you
opinions.
do it?
I don't
Why
do
do
it.
you do
To
it?
maintain that sex drive is also very difficult. Girls, you don't understand this because you just get fucked. But to get hard, that's different.
Nah,
So is that what it
new
is?
pussy get you hard like this.
Yeah, but
okay.
if it's the same pussy that you've been fucking, it's not
Nah,
new
that's why you gotta
pussy.
keep on going. What are you doing?
Oh,
That ain't true.
Now you're in a
That ain't
relationship.
true.
If you
No, I
fucking
don't
her more than 3 times anyway, it's a relationship.
That
so.
ain't true. Cause when I was a Savage, and you know we'd be out of town, that stuff that like CIAA weekend or whatever, and I try to have sex with 2 and 3 girls in a day. By the second girl, I done embarrassed myself.
The second girl. Hold on. Your second nut's supposed to be. You supposed to be ready. The second
I
one.
ain't got time for all that
my
shit.
shit look like a willow tree.
How old are y'all?
And third time, forget about it.
Same girl. Same
By
girl.
the third
twice.
time, you like this was your shit. Turn the lights off.
You gotta put a split.
No. Maybe the same girl 3 times, but 3 different girls. You should be able to get hard.
No way, Jose.
Man, who
Come
wants to
on.
have sex with
Sounds a
3
lot.
different
Stop it.
girls?
That's a
Wax?
lot.
Stop it.
That's
I mean,
too
back in the
much.
day,
That only
of
sounds
course, you
funny
smashed
to
with
me.
3,
I
4
thought we were
girls
talking
in a
about
day.
30-year-old men.
Yeah, when you were young, that was the thing.
No,
It was
but
chilling. That's
grown
what I'm saying.
30-year-old
Back in the
men.
day,
Okay.
But you know why though?
Myrtle
Because
Beach, we
when
should have been able to do that, Charlotte.
when we were young, we were insecure. And we didn't realize we were trying to feed our
Talk
ego.
about it.
So
Fill the
sleeping with
hole.
all these different women fed our ego.
I wouldn't say insecure. I just wanted pussy. I want to say insecure.
Nah,
What's
whatever.
insecure?
I think you're just nasty. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm not nasty. I might get hard and horny and I want to fuck. If I'm not horny, I'm not going to want to fuck.
But he says weird stuff. I told you about the time he fucked that 350-pound girl in Myrtle Beach, and he was like, I just want something big with a smell.
No, because the porn. No, I ain't say the smell.
Yes, you did.
I was watching fat girl porn. Whatever porn I watch, I want to get it.
You just want to make that happen in real life.
Yeah, just watch it like fuck.
You do really.
Damn, I got hard off that shit.
got
That's
Zuri
what
wondering
happened.
if she should even eat them chocolates. She looking at
She
the box
opening up
like,
right
huh?
now.
Plastic wraps. That's what I'm saying.
Like, let me make sure this is sealed.
Has this been opened?
Jesus Christ.
That's what happened to the girl. She kept on flashing me, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm really getting hard. Then they start the flashbacks of the porn start coming out. I was like,
The fat girl was flashing you?
yeah, she kept showing me her titty every time I came out of her room.
Big, huge cities.
Nice big titty.
Oh,
like,
God.
Big round shit that was.
Yeah, when the areola stretches.
Yeah.
I
know what you're
Valentine's Day is not a thing for us either, though. To be honest with you,
No.
But
I don't
I don't
care.
believe
What do
women
you mean?
when they
When you
tell
say for us,
me and
for
my
you
wife.
and your wife?
I don't believe women when they say things
But
like,
she's taking her on vacation, though.
yeah, of course, and I'm still buy her stuff and all that today. But it's like,
But that's it. So she doesn't feel like she needs a day, and that's how it's supposed to be, right? It's like whatever. February 14th, February 21st. It doesn't matter because I know like what we're doing here. I know what we got.
like I texted this morning. I'm like, do I got to tell you Happy Valentine's Day?
And what did she say?
She was like, no. I'm gonna read it to you. I'm gonna read exactly what I
I feel
sent.
like Justin didn't care.
I put, yo. I said, okay, love you. Do I have to say Happy Valentine's Day? Love you too, baby. No, you absolutely do not have to say it. And that's it.
That's great. That's why you married
That's
her.
love.
But that's
good.
real.
That's what we were
You
saying
married a
earlier.
girl that don't stress you.
If you make her feel confident in your love for her, you don't need to post pictures about
Yeah.
her. You don't need to
You know
do
what?
this crazy
Or this
Valentine's Day. Now, it might be easier to just love her one day of the year.
Bro, we've been together 20 years. She
Birthday.
in my ass. Like, I'm not going nowhere.
Birthday,
You got that.
life.
You do got that.
anniversaries, Christmas, Easter. Shit.
I do. Actually, Andrew, I think that's the first thing I'm going to agree with you on today.
Oh, that's
if you,
what's up.
if you make a woman feel secure and confident and loved. Because I've had moments, I've had phases in my relationships where it's like, I'm not tripping, I'm not stressed, I'm not worried because I was so sure of
every day's
what
Valentine's
we
Day.
had going on. Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like, it's these guys that ball out on Valentine's, your birthday, Christmas, and then New Year, and then don't give a shit about you the
Yeah,
other
there is
361 days a year. And women fall for that.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, we're on a boat, we got flowers these 4 days out of the year, and now he's a
Right.
piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit those 4 days out of the year, but the other
Right.
361, I got you.
Oh, by the way, you know, the other
Come on.
crazy thing is when
Okay.
you've been dating a guy all year long, and then the week before Valentine's or 2 days before
go
Valentine's,
ghost.
they're like, yo, I'm going to be busy on the 14th.
yeah.
I got to work
Hey,
overtime on
We
the
about
14th.
to fly away. We already flew away. Me and you out right now.
I'm going. I don't know. Wax saying he going.
No, I'm talking about today. We left.
Oh, where?
We left
Wax
this
saying he
morning
going.
already.
He lying to y'all. He lying to y'all.
We gone already. We already doing this. We doing this over there right now.
So whatever women are
Lori
listening
over
to
there
this,
with
he
us.
lying to y'all. I'm not gonna say who, but
I don't know nothing, man.
I was at dinner last night, man. After we
happened?
saw
What
Black
happened?
Panther for the second time, and
happened?
somebody at the table was talking, and I'm over here on the left side of the table, but I'm hearing the right side of the table talk. It's my wife and it's Sasha and somebody who shall remain nameless, and that person that shall remain nameless goes, well, the guy I've been dating told me he's gonna be busy tomorrow, and that's cool. 'Cause I'm going to Zumba class. Excuse me?
Oh, my
Say what?
goodness.
Yo,
Rookie? You fell for that?
Yeah, I think me and him was talking. We both looked over like, what the fuck? He got you?
He got you. You fell for that?
Come on, you around me too much and know
Come on,
what
man.
the fuck is going on.
Come on, man. You're supposed to know better.
Come on.
But is it a new relationship? Maybe she's just
Even worse.
trying to play it cool.
Even worse.
Nah, I feel like you can't put too much pressure on a man that you're not really with to deliver on
that's not a
Valentine's
They've been
Day.
together for a
If
while.
you haven't,
Oh.
you know what? I don't know nothing.
Nah, you
Wait,
good.
drop
We
the
can talk
knowledge.
about it.
If
We
you
can talk
don't-
about
If
it.
y'all fucking,
Yeah.
if y'all have sex
Oh,
more than
okay.
3
Yeah,
times,
yeah.
that's a
You
relationship.
better bring
I thought
word
maybe
is
they
born.
were
No, I don't
fucking,
agree
maybe
with
this
that.
is new.
I don't
Come on,
agree
man.
with that. I don't agree
What?
with that. The idea that you have sex more than 3 times is not a relationship. Don't put that. in
Definitely
your
is.
If y'all have a conversation where you guys have sex and it's a platonic friend thing, but you also have sex and there's no strings attached, then that's what
That
that
means
is.
you're not smashing good enough. If you smash it good enough, her mind gonna go. She's not gonna.
That
she
doesn't
can't take
automatically
it.
put you in a relationship with her,
She
though.
gonna
Y'all
want
have
to.
to mutually
Wanting
agree to
something
doing that.
The
doesn't
man
mean
don't have no
the
say so
fact
about a
that it
relationship.
is.
We only in a relationship because the girl want to be in
You
one.
can't call emotions though, bro. Like sometimes you be sleeping with these women and you kicking it with them, and all of a sudden you develop emotions for these women. You lying to
Whoa.
yourself. If you share the same toilet with a girl, y'all together, you don't know it. I'm serious. If you
Same
shit
shower.
with
Is that a
Same
thing?
shower.
No, this is why you guys get
Yeah.
caught up in mad relationships
Not
and
me.
get fucked up on
I don't know
Valentine's Day.
nothing.
Not you, but look, I'm just saying, if you establish from the jump, hey, I'm not comfortable with this, I'm not ready to be in a relationship, I like spending time with you, that's what it is. Now, she might not be happy with that situation, but she has to respect the situation because
Exactly.
that's what y'all agreed on.
Yep.
They don't never
Zuri,
listen.
you know that's
You
not
gotta stop
true.
misleading
I
these
do,
girls.
I
Ask
do.
everyone.
But this is my thing because we are only accountable for ourselves. So if a man, and I really believe this, if a man tells you straight up what it is or what he wants it to be, and you stay anyway, you signed up for that. You can't be mad at him. And it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But I'm going to just peace out and go find someone. No.
Arguments.
It has in the past with like a relationship that didn't last more than like 2 or 3 months, and then it just couldn't work anymore because I wanted something else and I was convinced I deserved it.
See what you just said? You eventually wanted something else, even with the guy telling you what it was.
No, but these are two different things. One thing is wanting to be in a relationship, and the other is respecting the agreement that you guys have.
And then she can't do it.
We'll respect it until we can. And then we'll work out. Maybe we want something else.
Men can do it when he's not smashing raw. Women just can't do it.
That is true. Once you take that condom off, it's
fucked.
Oh
yeah.
Wait, what?
The raw sex is bad. Raw sex is bad.
If you tell a girl, like, if I be like, yo, I just want to have sex with you, that's all it's going to be. All right, cool. But your actions aren't showing that because you took the condom off. So you take the condom off, you fuck her raw.
What does that mean?
That means that you opening yourself up to a whole world of emotions.
Yeah,
man.
Now you have feelings for each other because you can actually feel her.
You know what you also can't do? You can't be bad at sex and have an only sex relationship. I've realized that girls will do it. If you're giving a girl the best sex that she's ever had, she can justify your just sexual relationship by going, well, I'm using him.
Right.
But you give her bad dick once. Like, I gave this girl horrible dick recently. I mean, like, so bad.
It happens.
So bad. Like, embarrassingly bad.
What is bad dick?
I mean, I was in there about, like, I think I was less than double-digit pumps.
Yeah.
I was just bow, because she really topped it off first.
Did you eat her out before or something?
No.
Come on.
It's 2018.
Of course you did.
That's me, too.
So she was giving you mad ass. You jumped in.
No, and then she jumped on, and then I came real fast, right?
Don't worry about
it.
But you did legs that day.
It is what it is. Yo, I did do legs that day, but I was on the bottom. But I came fast. She got upset. She was furious, so furious she called her own Uber home. That's how
nice.
She on the phone getting Uber. I'm like, yo, what is happening right now? I know.
Something else is going on, too.
Right? You know, Aziz's girl called her own Uber. I was like, shit.
You didn't apologize or nothing? Like, yo, wait till I get hard again?
Yo, first of all, you wait in 2 days. She mean wait till I get hard again. How much time you got? You got work tomorrow? So here's what the tricky thing that happened. It wasn't like 7 pumps, but it was short. It was embarrassing. She comes off of me. She's orgasming as she comes off of me, right? Legs fucking shaking, all that kind of shit.
Okay,
wait for it. She's furious at me. She goes, yeah, but I want to orgasm while the penis is still inside me. I go, that's a thing?
Hold on, she nutted in like 5-7 pumps?
Son, it's...
She boosted your ego. That's
not 5-7 pumps. It was a little more, it was just quick. It was embarrassingly slow, but for comedic exaggeration. She got upset at me. I didn't even know this was a thing. You want to orgasm while the dick is inside?
You never made a girl orgasm with you?
Sometimes.
I told you you can't have sex.
But I'm not going to. But of course I have, but I'm not going to make a big deal out of it because I don't nut with my dick inside you.
Why?
Because you're older.
Because then I'll get her pregnant.
If they come with your dick inside of them,
no. If I come with my dick inside of you,
yeah, but that's why you got a dick and she got a pussy.
Of course they want that shit.
No,
but I pull out to come.
Yes, you should. What the hell was she trying to do?
Maybe get me pregnant. All I know is, or get her pregnant, or however that shit works.
That's an internal orgasm.
All I'm saying is she was furious with me, and
she should be.
That's not an internal orgasm.
What do you mean?
If I'm having sex with you and penetrating you, and you come from penetration,
it's just orgasm by penetration. Internal. The orgasm is the orgasm. You can have one via G-spot or clitoral stimulation.
Orgasm is a thing in your body.
That was genuine because he said, "Whoa."
It's a sensation.
Oh, I thought it's something that you like hit and then it
No, you don't hit it.
That's a
the G-spot. The G-spot is the thing that you hit. That's inside.
Where's it at?
That's the age-old question.
That's the great mystery.
If you can find it,
a G-spot.
Yes,
there is.
You can touch it.
You making that shit up.
You can't touch
the tonsil.
That's
the tonsil.
uterus.
The tonsil.
I touched that thing.
It's not the uterus.
It's the tonsil,
Andrew.
man.
The tonsil, yes, that's the tonsil in the back.
Sometimes got a little hole inside of it, and sometimes it's real round.
How do you know?
Hold up.
I'm back that motherfucker. I'm in there. Where the fuck you at?
What kind of hood gynecologist are you that you can see on the inside of the vagina?
Yo, Charlamagne, your winter dick don't touch the back of the pussy, huh?
But he said he can see it.
I ain't said I can see it. You can feel like you know.
No, you never touch a ball in the back. You play with a little
feels
ball.
it feels like a bean.
It's a speed bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Zuri Hall from E! News here. Live on the scene, Essie Davis.
No, but for real, but that thing in the back is just your uterus. I looked that up.
That's actually not what it is, but thank you for
What
telling
is
me
it?
about our anatomy. The G spot?
Not the G spot.
What are
The
you
ball
talking
in the back is your
Yeah, the little
uterus, yo.
tonsil, man.
I know about these
Inside.
things.
I just feel like I can't even have this conversation in a real way with y'all because I feel like you're just making shit up.
Yo,
Like,
see,
gonna be
girls
honest
don't
with
know
you.
about their pussies.
How you
I
don't
swear
know?
to God,
No,
yo.
time out, time out.
They're not long enough. I say that same thing.
We just
you
found the
never touch a
discovery.
speed bag.
Oh yeah.
Yo, get out of
No,
here. You can't
no,
touch a
I'ma be
speed
honest
bag.
with
She
y'all.
touched the tip of it. She
If
thinks
y'all
that's
have-
the back.
If y'all having sex with women and there's balls in the back, then we,
Yo,
we
real
should never
talk.
ever get
Here we
complacent
go.
in
Hey,
the
what was that
transgender
girl's
community
name?
ever
Caitlin?
again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We should.
so what y'all doing for Valentine's Day? Did we ever figure that out? What the plan was for Valentine's Day? No.
I'm somewhere else in another country somewhere.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
with
you're
you.
gonna be doing.
What's your
Over there.
favorite Valentine so far, Zuri, ever?
That I've ever had?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think I've had like a mind-blowing one.
Really?
Yeah. It's just sort of stereotypical dinner, date. I would love to have a Valentine's Day that stood out to me.
The funny thing about Zuri is the funny thing about every beautiful, single, smart, intelligent woman I know. Nobody even tries with them. They don't even care. Guys don't try
What
to
the
talk
hell am
y'all.
I?
And then you wonder
I
why
know.
Jermaine Dupri got Janet Jackson.
Yeah,
No, I'm serious.
yeah,
Because he had the heart just to try and
did,
like
what he-
take her out and
It's
court
not
her.
true.
He did.
That's
It's
not true.
absolutely
This
true.
is a
Listen, I took a note from his book,
This is a lie
yo.
to shorties that are like Zuri, Zuri always
Wait,
put
what's
out
my
there in
name?
the world. It's a complete lie.
What?
Because I think that you thought I was trying to get at you.
When?
I never thought you were trying
I
to get at me.
DM'd you and I asked you
Oh,
to
well, it's your
For
fault
one
for
moment,
not
I got so
trying.
nervous.
And I wasn't. I was genuinely asking you about you
What'd
being
he
single.
say?
Oh, were you?
It will be obvious if I
What'd he
try.
say, Zuri?
Trust me.
What'd he say?
No, he was. What he said was true. He
What'd he
was just
say?
like, "Yo, are you single now? Like, what's up or something?" And then I was like, "Ooh, I gotta back the fuck up off of this conversation." And then I ghosted him.
Yo, and you ghosted
But
me.
you know what it is? It was twofold.
It's
It didn't
okay,
feel like
it's
you were trying to
okay,
come
it's
out of me in some weird way, but I was like, is he gonna try to shoot a shot? If I tell him I'm single, I don't really know if I feel like going down this path. But also, I didn't know if I was ready to like ring the alarm and do it publicly. So I didn't know if this shit was going to end up on Brilliant Idiots the next week
Yeah.
or what, you know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So
By the way,
I'm
it's context
saying-
though. It's a DM.
it's a
You hit her up on DM and you like, yo,
On
sup?
a
You
dating
single?
app.
Well,
Wax
mind you-
DM me.
Wax DM me. You know what I mean? Like you
I said
DM me
I said
DMs.
titties and shit.
Yeah, that's
a
it.
Yeah, don't be.
kind of
I'm
DM. That's a
DMing
different
you.
kind of
All I'm trying to say is,
We don't
I'm
know
sure
anymore,
there are
Wax.
tons
No,
of
chill
guys
out. Chill
that,
out.
that message you with actual
No
intent
guys,
to get at you.
messages don't come.
Really?
People do not.
I message
swear.
you. I message you, and then you ghosted me on some like, I'm curious if you're okay because you're out of a relationship. I know you were with this
You
guy
being
for a while.
kind.
When I'm not, do I look like the guy that pussyfoots around pussy?
That haircut, yes.
That army haircut. Yes.
Madam, would I have your permission to take you out this Friday? Yes, I will pick you up around 7. Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
This is crazy. I am disappointed in
like
Brilliant Idiots massive, yo. Zuri has been on here how many times?
This
Two,
is my,
three?
no, this is like my third time, I think.
And y'all don't keep her inbox full?
They don't. Nobody hits me up. My
What is
Instagram
up with
DMs.
I don't believe it, yo.
Pathetic, honestly.
I bet dudes.
I'll
I
show
bet you
now.
ghost
There's
dudes
no
all the
one in
time. I
here.
bet
There's
you
no
do.
one in
If
here.
you ghosted me
Even
on some
after
friend shit, you gonna ghost a
announced,
new
like,
one.
Went like public with it. Still nobody in the DMs.
You announced it?
They don't. Yeah, I
What'd you
made my
say?
little Instagram post talking about the fact that I'm doing me. I'm out in these streets. Like,
I've never seen this.
You just don't know how to Instagram. You don't know how to DM. That's what it is.
what? Like, I'm not thirsty enough? I'm
No,
not
you
thirsty.
don't answer the question. I said, "How are you? Are you okay? How's everything going?"
Are you checking all your requests? Because I don't check none of my DM requests unless you follow me. If you
Okay, so how
follow
about
me, I
this?
see
Maybe
it.
people are sliding in the DMs, but it's no one I would want to respond to.
But you don't know unless you go through
I
all of
look
those.
through all of them.
What do you mean? How do you know?
Yikes.
So
I
you're
got
just
all
going
the,
off
like,
pictures.
the ones off people I don't know. I'm not.
This has to
I learned-
stop, man. I
Yeah,
really
can
don't know
somebody-
what's going on in 2018.
No.
Man. Every beautiful woman I know that's intelligent, that's smart, that's got something going on
real.
Men
is
are
single.
intimidated.
Ready?
Men
This
are
is our
intimidated.
interaction. I go, haha. Why am I
Why
seeing?
you got that shit up so
I
quick?
go,
Where
why?
did you even find
Because I can
that?
type your 4-letter
Oh my
name
good
into
God.
Instagram. So, haha. I go, why am I seeing you on dating website? Though, and then she goes, I saw you on there, crying face. I'm only there for friends. LOL. Fake ass response. Going to dating app for friends.
I was like, what is
Okay.
Andrew trying to do
Okay.
here?
Tinder.
So
You're
I
on
go,
Tinder.
so I go,
Oh
I go,
my
did you and your man
goodness.
split?
Oh my
Scene.
God.
Nothing.
Nice.
Ghost.
Ghost.
Yeah, Zuri.
That's why you got no
Nice.
one in your DM.
I like this.
The fuck?
Can't even be a friend, yo. Because you and your can't even have concern for your life, yo.
Zuri like, nope, I don't want no problems. I don't
Jesus.
That's really it.
How would you have let Andrew down?
I just ghost people. I just never
No, she's good.
responded.
She's really good.
And
I'm
then I
telling
would
you,
have
she's
seen
good.
him like in the club and been like, yo, what up, Andrew?
What's up, Andrew?
Hey.
Yo, you ain't get my DM? Nah.
I ain't say it.
I just say Instagram snitches on you. Instagram don't even let you play that game.
Oh, God. Wait, you saw that I saw it?
Why are you acting like you
Can
don't
you
know
see?
technology?
You can see it?
Oh, shut up.
You can see that you see it?
No, I'm gonna be honest with you.
here,
I'm gonna be
yo.
honest with you. I don't know either.
I didn't know that.
Remember?
scene.
No, we've been screenshotting people for a while, and they
Man.
realize they know they can
And
get
yeah,
screenshots.
now they get
I didn't know you could get
screenshots.
See what I'm
Change
saying?
the
That's
name.
new.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
For a long time.
But it says
Oh,
scene
I'm
on
sorry,
the what's it
Andrew.
called? What do you
I didn't mean it. Here, I'm going to send you a heart.
Oh my God.
There you go.
please
At least
stop
you're
it.
getting
for that.
a
Thank God.
response.
Now I need a heart. Yeah.
Conversation
Send me
is
nudes now.
activated.
Send me the cakes.
You can never
Look at
say
the cheeks.
you just don't care in this time's up movement.
I don't. I'm
need
doubling
you to
down,
care.
bro. I got nothing to hide. This
These girls-
motherfucker's trying to be
and got some girls
perfect.
that just want to lie and just say, like, no, I don't like the way he just said today. I'm just going to say he did something.
That's
fine.
not all of them.
And we going
that
in.
happens in the
I ain't
majority
saying
of
that's
cases.
all of them.
Hey,
Here we
you
go.
better
Real
have the
stories.
army ready because it's going to war.
No, you're
if that's the case.
not going to win against a girl, bro.
Oh, trust me. We'll see.
No, I'm not even going to
No,
do
I
that.
think
to
you can win if it's a bold-faced lie.
If it's a bullface lie,
I
you
truly
good.
believe that. I truly believe that. I
So
don't,
what evidence they have from anybody else?
Bro, these people
men stepping down, men saying that they need to go take some time to themselves, men basically just admitting that
yeah, men being
they
a
did
piece
some
of
shitty shit.
Because there's a
First
lot
of
of
all,
pieces
Wax,
of shit
I
out
just
there.
tried to open up this dark chocolate, and it says, to my dear friend Anita from Ivanka.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Where did you get this?
This guy here, you lying
Where
to me.
did you... What re-gift is this?
Wow.
And I was really about to just...
Yo, come on, man.
Whoa, whoa,
Yo, come on, bro.
I
What's
said
up,
that.
man?
Yo,
What's up, man? What's up,
See, this is
man?
what I'm talking about.
What's up, man?
Wait, no,
And
you
y'all
can't
wonder
talk
why
about
I'm
this.
single. And y'all wonder
listen,
why I'm
listen,
single.
Wow. To my dick.
Yeah.
First of all, the funny shit about this shit,
You know what this
ain't
is?
even waxing.
Whoa,
You know what this is? I know. But this
Listen,
is
I ain't say
karma.
where I got
This
it from.
karma for
Wait a
you.
minute,
This
wait
is
a
what
minute.
happens when you don't
Wait a
answer
minute.
DMs.
I didn't say where I got it from.
What do you mean? How do you steal
I
this?
still, it don't
You
matter.
ain't
Whoa, whoa,
shit,
whoa.
Wax.
I didn't say I
Yo,
didn't
you know what's
re-gift
even
it.
fucked up? Hold on, man.
No.
Yo, Anita.
Listen, I told you that I was talking to her and I wanted to give somebody something.
So
She
listen.
gave it to me. It was like, here you go, you get this to her. That's
You
what
took
happened.
that from
So
Miss Anita.
No, I didn't
and
take
gave
it.
to me.
So for everybody who's listening right now,
Oh my God.
Anita
Yo, listen.
is a lovely.
Mama.
Hold on. Shh.
Mama.
Anita is a
single for
lovely
life.
lady
I'm single
who
for
runs
life.
the
I
desk
can't do
here.
this.
She runs the security
No,
desk.
no,
Can't do this.
Hold on,
I
there's
can't
people
do this.
listening
Mama,
right
come here,
now.
Mama, please.
Miss Anita.
Tell Mama, come
Y'all gotta see Miss Anita. I want y'all to see who Wax stole this game.
I
Yo,
didn't
it's
steal
the
it.
most
Fuck
fucked up
Listen.
thing in the world.
You
yo.
gotta see who Miss Anita stole.
Can
You gotta see who Wax stole.
can I explain
Watch
myself?
this, Zuri.
You wonder why
Can I
I'm single.
explain
No.
myself? I told Mom I want to
No.
give somebody something. So
Please
she's like,
tell Miss
here
Anita
you
come
go.
here.
This is nice. And I was like, oh, she'll like this.
This is
So
the
we
You
just
ain't even
beautiful
take the tag
Miss
off? Why you
Anita.
supposed
Holding
to
the
take
mic
the
like
tag
an
off?
ice
Yo,
cream
giving
cone.
gifts.
It's
I'm
like
not
your
used to
wife
giving.
stealing the
You
liquor
holding
from
the
mama.
mic. You holding the mic
What's
over
that?
here. Talking to the
We call Miss Anita
Listen.
mama.
Yeah,
Listen.
I know.
She gave
She
it
not
to me
coming?
because I
Oh, she
told
don't
her
wanna
I
come.
wanted to give somebody something.
Listen.
I ain't say where I got it from. I said it's for you.
Miss Anita is a.
It's the thought that counts. See
Miss
what
Anita
happens?
is a
Hold on, hold on.
Devastating.
She's not gonna get nothing for the rest of the day, and she
Anybody-
over here mad. Oh, somebody gave you something, yo. All right, that's why you single.
You don't even know.
That's why you
Don't blame
single.
it on her.
That's why you
Don't blame
single.
it on her.
That's
No.
why you single.
No.
Right now, I'm playing. I'm playing. Nah, fuck that.
Don't blame it on her. Don't blame it on her. Zuri is not a hoe. Stop it. Stop it.
Right?
Zuri is not a hoe, first
you,
of all.
Charlamagne.
Look at Miss Anita.
Look at Miss Anita. Yo,
Look at this beautiful woman.
Thank you for my chocolates, Miss Anita. Thank you. Thank you.
Miss Anita,
It
this
came
is
from
Zuri.
both of us. It came from both of us.
it came from both.
No, it didn't. Wax stole this from Miss Anita
I did
to give to
steal.
Zuri.
Wax told me he went and got some chocolates
son.
somewhere at a
From
store
France.
or something.
From France.
From France.
France, yes.
But they're
they
yours,
are
Miss
from
Anita.
France. Oh.
But they're yours.
But they're yours.
Can you believe how grimy he is?
Mama, do I know anything?
He don't know nothing.
All right, Miss Anita.
Anita.
Wax, you should be ashamed.
Listen,
of yourself.
man, I told her I wanted to get her something.
But like, wait, can we note the bait and switch here? How Wax turned it. This is why we're single. Because as
All right, I
soon
get
as I
it.
called him out, it was like, this is from Ivanka. Who's Miss Anita? See, that's why you single and you don't deserve nothing.
He didn't only say that. He goes. You know what? She wasn't going to get nothing the whole day. I ain't giving these chocolates. Now
So
she
it's like,
upset.
just
That's
take
why
what you
she.
can get.
I
Just
know
take
what-
what you can
you know
get.
what?
That's not true. That's
what
not
y'all want
true.
us to do.
I'm not saying that
Take
you don't
what can
deserve
get.
the whole
I'd rather have nothing
Wax, you my hero.
Don't do me
than
like
some
that.
shit that's half-assed.
So if I stole
That's
some
why I'm
flowers from a
single.
dude down the street to give it to you, I risked my life to get these flowers from this dude I beat up.
So you
to give
stole
it to
from
you.
Miss Anita to give
I
to
didn't
Zuri?
steal from her. I talked to her. I was like, yo, I want to give somebody something nice. And then I seen this. I'm like, oh, she'll like this. It's dark chocolate. We just talked about this. And it was like, boom.
You didn't know that it had a card on there that said her name
I'm
and
not used to
everything?
giving gifts. So what the fuck? What are you doing?
Give me my chocolate.
Listen, we
Give
got
her back her
Give me my dark
chocolate.
chocolate.
Give her. I explain myself
Anita's
now.
chocolate.
Get your aphrodisiac.
Joed. Salute to Joed. Joed works a revolt.
You can't
One
put that
time
out.
Joed
You can't
stole
put
some
that out.
liquor
You can't-
from Miss Anita.
Not supposed to put that out.
And Wax had a
Ah.
fit. And look at him stealing from Miss Anita to give to Zuri.
No, I just told you the story. See, you can't do that, man.
You tried,
Those are
Wax.
some good ass
Come
chocolates.
on.
This is horrible, man.
Thank you. That's an
Baby
aphrodisiac.
steps. It is an aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
Very
This
good.
is really, really horrible. I am so disappointed in
one
you.
You see?
chocolate.
This is what I'm
Listen,
doing. This is my.
I'm not.
This is my day-to-day.
Who reads anyway? I would never have read this.
Everybody, Wax.
If that shit was on Audible,
Everybody
Listen,
reads.
to all,
this anyway?
to all the brilliant, idiot, massive that are listening to this show, send Wax a bunch of dick pics right now.
No.
Please. Send
No.
it to his Instagram.
Hey.
Flood his fucking Instagram.
All right, listen.
with
If you
dick
do
pics.
that, now
Wax
I'm gonna
page.
screenshot it and tell everybody that you gay.
Emojis under
W-
the
they
photo.
already know they're gay. That's why they're sending the dick pics. WASKYNG. All our brilliant idiots, massive, please flood his DM with dick pics for what he just did to Zuri Hall. I am so disappointed.
Zuri,
Heartbroken.
she's eating the chocolate, by the way. So
Kicking a girl out, she's down.
And he
Wow.
thinks that's gonna get him points.
listen, the points is already there. She's eating it. That's all I wanted
That's
to
true.
happen.
They are
That's
delicious.
it. Thank
This
you.
is horrible, man.
And I gave it to her.
ish.
you know
This is
what?
horrible.
You did the right thing. You set the expectation low for y'all
No,
relationship.
man. And y'all need to stop with this.
This
hard
is
on-
good
Boom.
because this is the lowest. This is
Boom.
as low as it can go. So everything
McDonald's
after
first
this,
date.
real talk.
Y'all have to
Not
stop with this
McDonald's, like
hard on
McDonald's.
hoes thing in 2018. And
I
I'm
don't
gonna
call
tell you
girls
why.
hoes.
Listen,
Because
I call hoes hoes.
people turn out to be what
Hoes
they
a hoe.
pretend to be.
That's what-
Girls is not hoes, bro.
That's
if you're
not
offended
true.
by this, then you a hoe.
Charlamagne,
But if you're a girl, you
please
shouldn't be
speak, 'cause
offended.
These two.
It's not the truth.
Hard on hoes in
You can turn
2018.
a hoe into a housewife.
But hoes like to be
You would
hoes.
want that because those are the girls that are tired of running the streets.
Can I tell you something? A girl told
I
me
don't
that
want a
she
girl
mad
that's
because she's
tired.
a hoe, and I'm calling. She's saying she's not a hoe. I said
do
you're
you
better
mean?
than that because a girl tried to smash me. Remember in Miami when
That's
the girl
what you're
come in the room?
supposed to do, though.
But she was mad that I called. I said you ain't no hoe. She said I am a hoe. I'm the best hoe.
What?
And that's
I'm
what you're
saying-
supposed to do. You're supposed to
So?
tell her better. You're
People
supposed to
say
teach her
that?
better.
I was trying
Well,
to.
girls want to be hoes. They want to be sluts. They want to be all these things. And then when you
All these
call
girls
one
are going to
down,
All
they're
Star.
offended.
They want to
This is
do
an
that.
We have a woman
Generalization.
right here. Ask her opinion.
What do
Yeah.
you think about sluts?
They give y'all a bad name.
Well, in 2018, slut shaming is a thing that we're not supposed to be doing, right?
Okay.
I feel like if
What
you
about
want to
sluts celebrating?
own being a slut, if you want to take back that word, do your thing. I can't relate to that because I don't look at myself as one, but I'm also not going to knock another female for feeling
Horny.
secure in her truth. If she
She's
wants to
feeling
get off,
horny.
she should get off. I don't even think it, I don't know why we have to use the word slut.
I don't think it's
I'm
slut.
not offended at all by a woman who feels like when she wants to get hers, she wants to get hers.
What about women who refer to themselves as hoes? Like they own it.
I just think that's is weird. Like, I don't know, maybe just because it's had a negative connotation for so long.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you refer to yourself that way? But if for whatever reason you take pride in that, but didn't Cardi B said that back in the day, right? But not hoe. She said like stripper hoe. Like, I'm a stripper.
Yeah.
Like, I know what it is. And I respected that. And I was like, okay, good for you. I think that's why people related to her is because she never tried to pretend to be something she wasn't.
Yeah.
And there's honestly more confidence in that than trying to keep it cute and act like you not a hoe. And then behind closed doors.
So we
do
got to
it God knows
respect
what.
everybody who's confident in themselves.
You should.
Like, what if
You should.
someone's
I
like,
think
yo,
you should
being
respect someone who's
confident in yourself.
Yeah,
confident.
but what if someone's like, yo, I'm a murderous killer?
You got to
I
respect
got
it.
that. Yo,
I like that,
I
though.
respect your
That-
truth.
that's what you want to
You
know.
would respect that, though.
In person.
did.
Exactly.
But when I come on the podcast, I'm gonna be like, oh, it's a hoe.
You would respect that.
I mean, within the realms of the law, like as long as someone is doing whatever the hell they want to do and they're not hurting anyone or exposing anyone to STDs or whatever it
Wear
is,
condoms.
and they're confident, exactly. Live your truth. Do your thing.
Just because shit is
I'm not
illegal
judging.
don't make it right. It's not illegal to be, a drug addict or an alcoholic. It's not illegal to be an alcoholic, but I'm not going to be. You shouldn't be proud of that.
Not be proud, but if you can say I'm an alcoholic and like own that, I can respect that you at least acknowledge what you are. I'm not applauding you for like binging and things like that, but I think a lot of people are just in denial about what they are, the labels or boxes that they might be put into.
I think
so there's a respect that comes with just owning it at least. Some people will convince themselves they're not that.
That's actually not a bad analogy, though, because I think that the negative connotation that comes with so-called hoeing is the risk involved. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, you may get an STD or something like that. Like I think that's what makes us look at it in a negative way.
And I think that's a negative thing, by the way. Like, I don't think anybody should be out here risking their health or someone else's health. Yeah. But is that the difference between hoe and slut? Like, I don't get it. Like, it's hoe when you're out here just doing God knows what and risking people's health. Slut is I like to fuck, but I'm probably doing it safely.
No, slut is a married woman, and a hoe is just somebody who just fucking.
Now, that's the kind of stuff that makes me call women hoes and sluts nowadays.
What's that?
If I know a woman is in like a great relationship.
Yeah,
now that is like, I'm like,
you're a piece of shit.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit.
Like, if you're in a great relationship and we know this guy is treating you well and you out here doing dirt, like, that's fucked up.
And you know what we do with dudes who are in great relationships? And they fucking it up. We call them the same.
Yeah, why
they clown? Yo, she.
As long as it goes both ways.
Of course it does.
Like what the girl Wax got now. I think she's a good girl.
What do we call Wax? What do we call Wax?
A piece of shit.
Take the tag off first.
What happened?
Come on, man. What's up?
What'd I say?
What's up, man? You
got a girl. You got a girl.
She already ate the chocolate, bro.
I know you ain't trying to finesse Zuri like that. She just said she like an honest guy.
Listen, I'm honest.
No,
I told her where I got him from.
No, you didn't. I found out with the tag.
I asked you to read.
Tell her about your fat white girlfriend.
Chill out, man. Ain't nothing else to talk about. Let's talk about Zuri.
Can you imagine how your fat white girlfriend feels seeing you give that high-calorie sweet to another woman? Huh?
What is he talking about?
Can you imagine how his fat white girlfriend feels seeing him give her a box of candy?
Box of chocolates.
Listen,
damn.
You know what? Fuck it. This is what I'm about to do. All
right.
I don't know nothing. This is planned. This is what you're supposed to do.
This is not planned at all.
That note's supposed to be on there.
No.
And where we at? We in Zamunda.
So
out of the country.
What else we got planned for 2018, Zuri?
I have a new show. Oh, can I do a shameless plug?
Yes, of course.
So
That's
you know
what you're
the
here for.
Snapchat Discover page?
Yes.
We have a new show called What the Fashion on there. It's me and two co-hosts, and it's kind of like a new age fashion police, low-key. So we're just breaking down the best looks of the day. Once a week, every Thursday. It airs for 48 hours, and Discover page is dope. Like, those shows average millions and millions of views because it's just sort of like a lot of amazing premium content. So you guys can go there and watch. It's me, it's Morgan Stewart of Rich Kids of Beverly Hills fame, and a really funny comedian named Justin Martindale. And
Is it gonna come to TV?
I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? One day. But for now, it's like an exclusive deal with Snapchat because we're creating so many shows with Snapchat. You know, NBC Universal has that really big partnership. Mm-hmm. So we have like E! News' The Rundown over there. We have a makeover show called Face Forward, and it's exclusive. I feel like some things don't have to go to TV.
What
like
happened to
this
Fast
show is
Police?
only for.
It died
ended.
when Joan died?
No, it stayed, but it eventually ended. I think maybe like a few months back they had their series finale.
Got you.
But tune in. That's
Are
my
you
shameless
happy,
plug.
Eddie?
Am I happy? Yeah, I am. I really am. I feel like, and we've talked about this before, like for my skill set, it just makes sense for me. And I feel like I'm getting my footing there, and they're using me in a lot of really cool, interesting ways. They're developing a lot of new shows. So as long as I'm working and I'm busy and I'm contributing and I can be creative, I'm happy. And LA is dope. Like, I come back here to New York, no shade to New York, I get so stressed and anxious again. And like, my mind goes right back to the grind of when I was living here. So
New York gives you anxiety for no reason.
It does.
Because everybody's busy for no reason.
So you're like, when
busy
you're
and
not
mad
busy, you're
and
like, wait a minute.
What am I missing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you do something like go get a bagel.
Facts. Son, I eat all the time just to feel like I got some shit to do. That's a great point.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like when you see people running, you start going, well, where's the danger?
Right.
That's New York. It's constant running.
Nonstop.
And you're trying to figure it out. Yeah.
Nonstop. So I can't do that.
And New York LA is big,
Spread out.
but it's just the right pace. Everybody high.
Yeah, everybody no weed in the air.
First of all, nobody works
Legal.
in LA, so you feel productive no matter
Very
what.
true.
Everybody's doing lunch meetings. Everybody works outside. Everybody's at like some like weird.
And for fake, because
It's
none
not
of
real
half
work.
the meetings don't even
let's
go
have a
anywhere.
talk.
It's just,
have a-
let's just
everything's
chat. Let's get a
speculative.
drink.
Oh, yeah, why don't we do that? Da-da-da. So
Yeah.
when you see these people hanging out and you're hanging out, you don't feel that same pressure
Exactly.
at all.
That's why they call it La La Land. You go out there and forget what you came for.
Yeah, facts.
Just get caught up in the weather, the beach.
So you are happy.
I'm very happy.
Just in life, you're happy.
Yeah. Do I not look happy?
You look very happy. You always look happy.
I am. I
I've
think
never
I'm
seen
happier
Zuri in
now
a bad
than-
mood.
But I feel like that's because you know how to put on the good mood. You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
I feel like there's something inside all of us that sometimes we have ups and downs. Life
So I'm
isn't all
faking it.
peaches and cream.
You know what? If anything, I probably was faking it a little more often on the last year or so. Now I'm happy because for the first time in my adult life, all the possibilities are open to me again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I literally have no idea what the hell is going to happen in my life. Things are changing work-wise. Things have obviously changed relationship-wise. And there was a time when I would come from a place of fear with that and be like, good God, I just got to fix this. I got to try to get things back. It didn't even matter if some shit I shouldn't have. I just want it back because I know it. Now I'm just sitting in this moment and excited to see, what comes my way, what the universe brings my way.
You wanted everything to be comfortable around you. That's not the way life works.
Exactly.
I'm the total opposite. I need disruption.
Yeah.
I do. I need disruption.
fix something?
I just do. I
love change.
I like change. That lets me know I'm constantly growing and evolving. If shit is the same all of the time,
But you know what?
I can't do it.
I'm the same as you, and that's why probably I needed this moment more than ever because I started wanting comfort. Where for most of my life it was go, go, go. I want to hustle. If I was somewhere more than a year, I started feeling like, okay, we got to kick up some dust. What's next? And then over the last year or two, I felt like I was starting to operate from fear. Okay, well, I know this thing, so I just want to keep it. I know this person, I just want to keep it. And that's not me by nature. So when I started to become that person, I was like, okay, something's got to give because I don't want to be this person for the next 60 years just trying to keep shit because it's there.
I feel like we all operate out of fear. And what I mean by that is you were so scared of discomfort that you wanted just to keep things around you that were comfortable. But the other side of that coin is you're scared of being uncomfortable. So either way, it's fear.
It's damned if
you just
you do,
gotta
damned if
pick
you don't.
one.
Yeah.
But I would rather pick the fear that
jump.
makes you uncomfortable because that's the fear that usually pushes you to the next level.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's Batman shit, man.
Batman shit. I'm on my Batman
Batman's
shit
got
right
the best
now.
analogies, like the Dark Knight Rises thing. You need the fear to push you to the next level.
Yes.
If you're not worried about dying, you're not gonna jump as high.
Do as
you're not gonna
whatever
reach
you
as
gotta
far.
do.
You're not gonna punch as hard.
Pressure
But when you're in a
plus
corner, it's like, let's go.
Bro, I think about that with my life. When my father used to tell me you gonna end up in jail, dead or broke sitting under the tree, that scared me.
Yeah.
It's the fear that gets you to that next level.
Yeah.
It's not the fear of being comfortable is what scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When shit is going too good, I'm like, all right, let me go fuck some shit up.
Yeah.
All right, you know what I'm saying? And not even fuck some shit up. Let me go try something new.
Yeah.
That's how
you know what I mean?
That's how
way to
you
say
keep
it,
people
yeah.
comfortable. In Europe, motherfuckers are comfy out there, and they're not really protesting nothing. They chilling.
Why
But
is
they
that,
also,
though?
Because they got comfort.
some of them
You
have
got
less to
healthcare.
protest.
Look, there are things to protest, obviously, but you got healthcare out there, right? You got. If you're poor, you lose your job. The government's already going to put you in housing. There's a nice safety net. So they're like, hey, we
You
don't
think
got to
the
worry
extra
about
foreskin
shit.
helps?
Hell yeah.
Wait.
They got a warm dick.
Always
Got a
find
warm
way.
dick.
Extra
bro.
cover. I'm just saying.
Exactly. Let's go.
That's like Lionel's blanket on Charlie Brown. Everybody, you have a blanket of foreskin.
Yo, my mama listens to this podcast.
Hey, Mama.
Hi, mommy. I love you.
How
Don't
are
judge me.
you?
You know it's not me. It's them every
Yo, but
time. Please.
your mom
We
has
have
seen some
conversations after
foreskin
every
before.
podcast.
Right? Your mom has seen some foreskin
Don't you,
before.
Andrew?
Right.
I'm shutting you down right
There you go.
now.
I'm
Mama
just saying,
jokes.
that's not a
You
crazy
mama
thing to
jokes
say.
for
It's
every
possible.
goddamn
Get your
First of
boy.
all, it's
Nobody like talking about
possible.
their mom.
Get your boy Wax.
And the guy with a cane.
Show me you love me. Shut this down.
Listen, my mom has seen foreskin, guaranteed. My mom is from Europe. It was all
mamas, guys with
fact,
canes.
My mom probably
Where's
married
your
the
mom
first
from?
guy. My mom's from Scotland, born and raised. My mom probably married the first guy without foreskin that she met, which was my dad. That's how hypnotizing a circumcised penis can be.
I'm glad I got a full circumcision.
Well, you had it
Why?
half at first.
I had a skin bridge. We talked about this before.
Oh, I must have forgot.
Yeah.
Wait, when did you have the full one?
No, I never had a full one.
Oh, so
Why
you
you get so intrigued?
No,
you
I
really
just-
like
that's
foreskins,
like-
right? Like you got super
First of all, all I would say is it can come
I
in
knew I
handy
was drawn to you.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How? I don't want to know.
Because you don't.
You thought all men were what?
I said it can come in handy sometimes.
What, foreskin?
Yes.
What if you got to clean like peanut dust off of the
No,
table?
shut up. No, but like,
Why? I never heard this.
I'll
Why?
just say it moves. Like, it moves.
Oh, like when you're doing hand jobs?
So, moving on.
Zuri Hall from E! News, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I know what you're saying. It's like a shotgun. Like you cock that shit, right? click, click.
But that's the thing I like about Zuri. Zuri can get dirty with the boys.
Yo, real talk.
I have brothers. But you know what's funny is I have two brothers. I don't have any sisters. I enjoy these moments, but I kick it with y'all on this podcast in a way I shouldn't because I'm like kicking it with my brothers, and then the brilliant idiots activate, and I'm like, oh shit, people are listening.
Well, at least we know you're not gonna get shit emojis no more. You're gonna get hearts from now on.
Yeah, give me heart emojis,
a bunch of shots in the
guys.
DM. But since you know she got a little
Bunch of
thing
chocolates.
for Ken,
Stop.
Oh my
I'm
Euros!
just saying, I don't want to
slide in. Euro step into that DM box.
Maybe I need to change it up. Maybe I need to come back to something I haven't had.
What
in a
about
while.
black dudes? Are you gonna mess
All
with
I ever
black dudes
dated,
again?
everyone
Great
thinks I
segue.
only dated white guys. I fell in love with a white guy, and that's the guy I was with for 5 years. So yes,
That's the only white guy you ever been with?
Yeah. Before that, I was like dark brown skin, chocolate,
Like wax.
athletic.
Wax.
Oh, well, there it is. Look at God.
Just saying.
But yeah,
Hey, man, I don't know nothing.
I feel like maybe I need to switch it up a little bit.
So you wanna
Try
come
some
back to the
things.
home
What?
team.
Go get a Dominican or
No, she just said it.
Spanish?
Why you keep saying that? She just said it.
Going back to home team?
I was like, no, what's this up for me?
Like, what do you mean?
I'm just open to everything.
You want a
I'm
nice,
not closing
strong
out what I
man?
have, but
Strong man wears jeans with a lot of pockets.
a lot of pockets. Not too many pockets.
I think Wax blew it today.
Yeah, this
That
hurt.
was-
Zuri,
This
you
hurt a
can't
little
listen.
bit.
I'm
I don't know.
gonna tell you about
Wax.
that
I feel like
later.
you could have. I told you
I ain't
just
asked
keep
you
it
to
real
read.
with me.
I didn't ask you to read. I said ask you to eat the
You
chocolate.
think just because he can't read, nobody else should?
else can read.
And you're right. I would never have read that. I would never have read that
Just ate
ever.
the chocolate.
Oh fuck!
That's what you do. You don't never read the card when somebody give you a gift, do you?
This guy.
Yes, that is.
No, who does that?
That's the
Andrew, help
point.
me out.
The card is what
Andrew,
tells
help
you
me
why
out.
you got
I think
the
you
gift.
should have. I think you should have read it.
Read the card, and when somebody give you a gift, everybody throws the card away, get the gift.
We missing anything for this week?
Man, what else happened? Some shit.
What?
What else happened?
I don't know.
I don't think we missing
You
nothing.
know about the pop culture. You know what's going on.
I do kind of, but I've been up in Fashion Week for the last 8 days, so I feel like I've been living in that vortex. I don't know what's
Why is
happening.
New York Fashion Week a thing?
I feel like it's always.
It's changing a little bit, to be honest, but it's a thing because it's where people debut their new collections, their new shows. It used to be like creme de la creme of high society would come and sit front row and look at the fashions, but now the bloggers and the influencers and the Instagrammers are starting to like make their way to the front row. So the elite of that group have like kind of given up on New York Fashion Week and they go to Paris or London Fashion Week. So it's changing, but whatever.
So it's not the
understand-
hot shit anymore.
It's not the hottest shit, no, but it's still like a really big deal, and there are a lot of really dope shows. So
I don't understand the point of getting excited over clothes that you're never going to see in the street.
Yeah,
Like you sit at this fucking runway and you watch these people.
you look
walk
for
the show up.
inspiration. It's like you see shit that you would never wear in real life, and then
Designers and shit.
exactly, and then there are people who will wear because you got to think if Rihanna's front row or Beyonce's front row, she'll wear some dope shit like that, right, on a carpet. So it's really for them to bring out at an event and stunt on the rest of us, and then we take small bits of that style to sort of work into our normal street style or our everyday life. Yeah.
Well, I read a weird
That's the thing.
article that I'd like to get your guys' opinions on. It's very brilliant idiocy.
What
In
is it?
Sweden, this like super liberal party was considering allowing male abortion.
How can
Wait,
you have
what?
an abortion?
What it does is you can withdraw your rights to support the kid if you don't agree to having the kid.
Plot
Welcome
twist.
to America.
But you can't do that
That's
legally.
bullshit.
You just move states. You go out for milk and don't come back.
Yeah, you deadbeat. Bye.
Exactly. Yeah. But
okay,
Sweden's
I
a
did
small
see that.
country. You know, you
Yeah,
can only
yeah,
move
yeah.
2 hours away. They ain't
Yeah.
gonna find you.
Yeah.
But I think it's an interesting. I thought it was an interesting idea. Right. It sounds crazy at first, but then when you think about it, what if the secondary reaction and the tertiary reaction
Tertiary.
would be the third reaction would be that we actually are making kids with people that we truly want to make kids with. Like this might
would
cut
like
trapping out. Like girls are out here trapping dudes. This might cut that out completely.
Yeah.
So like two people have to agree.
Yeah, sign a contract. That's
before-
dope shit,
The
man.
guy has 18 weeks to say, yes, I'm in, right? I want to be part of this baby's life. Now, here's the thing. If he says he's not, he waives any rights to look at the child. Now, this is not a law. This is one that was being put up by this party.
You read a lot.
But,
I can tell.
a little bit. But the idea is that you have 18 weeks to decide, and if you withdraw your rights, right, you remove your rights, you have no visitation rights. You can still see the kid, but you can't say, I get
You
it.
can't
on
start
this day."
demanding time.
Exactly, that kind of shit like that. But what if the reaction is you start actually having this conversation? Do we really want this kid? Do we really want to have it? Instead of the babies by accident, they end up having shitty.
Why wave the child? Well, an abortion is technically waving a child.
I mean, it really is.
Yeah, so why
ultimate wave.
Why wait until the baby gets here to wave the child?
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Plan B it.
Like why?
Meaning the girl might not want to have it, but the guy might not want to, and now the guy has a say. Whereas before, now in America, it's really just up to the girl.
Okay, so you're saying he has a say, and he can't like force an abortion or something ridiculous like that, he can waive his
Can't
right.
force a trade.
Yeah.
Ain't no Kyrie's out here.
But he's not stuck for 18 years paying for the child because she still wanted it.
Exactly.
Right.
It just gives a guy a
I'm not
little
mad
bit
at
more
that.
say.
And then I think the woman has to think more seriously about keeping it for 18 years because she realizes that she's not going to be able to blow him up or knock on his door for 18 years or make his life miserable if she wanted to activate that petty.
That's corny.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I know
be
it
open to
sounds
that
savage,
idea.
right? But like, what
No,
if
it
it
doesn't
actually
sound savage because
No,
I don't think
that
it
don't
should
sound
be
savage, but what they do in
all
America.
like all pro women or pro men. I think it should just be like humans respecting humans at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I feel like a man should have certain rights too. And in
I
the
think
meantime, y'all
none.
just gonna have to
Men
be
get
smarter
no
about
rights
what
in
y'all are.
Yeah, don't fuck a girl that you don't want to have a
Exactly.
baby by. That's what I always tell dudes all the time.
so
Good
hot.
job. Good job
It'd
there.
be so hot.
Good job there.
What do you mean?
Come on, man.
Bro, it's hard,
Why do y'all
bro.
act like
Real
there's not
hard.
tons of bad chicks out here,
But
man?
you don't still want to have
But you don't
no
have
baby
babies
with that
all.
girl
It's
either.
hard
I don't
to
care how
pick one
bad
you
she
want to have a
is.
baby with.
Hey, I'm
man.
superficial. I'd rather have a baby with a beautiful woman than just like the wax be fucking.
Yeah, but you ain't had more babies
Listen,
than
they
you
might
have.
they might be dumb.
I've had
A lot of girls be dumb and pretty.
3 abortions.
That's what's up, man. 3P.
That ain't shit. That ain't shit.
But by the way, I didn't waive them. Okay, the
they
general
waived
manager of the team cut them, and that was the woman. All right, okay. She waived those 3
So
children.
you Doc Rivers, like I didn't trade.
I didn't trade for. I didn't do nothing. 'Cause I was mad young, so I didn't have no say so in what those girls did with their bodies. And I don't think men should have say so unless you're in a relationship. If y'all together, if y'all together, like we a boyfriend, girlfriend, you get pregnant, you should let me know. We should come to this decision together.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I think personally.
Nah,
Yeah.
come on, man.
How many bodies
gotta
you
know.
got, Wax?
I was young, dumb and retarded.
How many you think?
I can't even lie
Double
to you.
digits?
No.
You got some clinics still open? You got a plaque in the clinic?
When I was real young, like me and Dre, we was in high school and stuff. I'd be like, "Yo, I just nutted that girl." He's like, "Yeah, I nutted her friend." Like, or like next day we probably nutted some other girls. Like we thought it was a fucking game till girls really started being pregnant. Like, yo, shit, she pregnant for real, and it wasn't a game.
Damn.
We didn't know
Y'all
at
was just
first.
trying to see
We
who
was
popped
trying to
up
see if
pregnant?
You going to hell, yo.
If
I
it
wanted to see if I worked.
You going to hell, man.
I didn't know if I worked or not.
Damn.
But it took me like 10 girls
You
being
going to
pregnant
hell.
for me to be like, oh
It took
shit.
10 girls getting pregnant for you to
'Cause,
realize
like, every
it
day
worked.
we was fucking
You killed
another
10
girl.
kids.
Ah.
No, listen, Zuri.
all at once?
You a serial killer, yo.
No, shut up.
You know how Michael B. Jordan got those scars on his body for everybody he killed in
We
Black
didn't
Panther?
know. We didn't know.
You a
We didn't
serial
know.
killer, yo.
We didn't know. We didn't
You're
know.
a serial killer. You're a serial killer and you steal from old ladies. You going
Stop
to hell.
it, man. But
Going to hell,
Zuri,
yo.
it's Zuri though.
What? Me?
No, but listen, all due aside, this is young. I was
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you had
I
a
was
shot
probably-
with Zuri before this podcast. I'm gonna be honest with you. Before this podcast,
She said she
you
wants
had a
somebody to
shot.
tell the truth. This was motherfucking in high school, freshman, sophomore. We just want to see if we worked. You know what I'm saying? I want to see if I worked. I'm like,
your truth.
you don't know if you worked unless you work. You ever had a girl pregnant, Andrew?
Huh? No.
Then you don't even know if you worked.
That means through his high school career,
I've said
Zuri.
this exact thing before about there's got to be a good feeling when you do get your wife or your girl pregnant for the first
You be like,
time.
oh, shit, I
Goddamn right.
worked.
Like, this sauce is bite.
Listen,
Right now, you don't even know. You think you shit all water.
My shit could be
speaking of
blank.
not knowing, when the last time you been to the doctor?
Don't worry about that, bro. Why you asking crazy
When
ass
the last time you been to
questions,
the doctor?
bro?
When is Zuri is shit?
This guy's
Ran
crazy,
through
bro.
high school fucking raw, all
No,
through
no, of
Jersey.
course,
Yo,
of course.
yeah, but you can't catch STD in high school.
Then he went to South Carolina
I
and
think so.
Benedict and Allen.
That's where it gets tough.
Damn.
College, it could get tough. And you just rolled it up in college?
No, I didn't. I chilled out in college.
Bullshit. You was in Miami with 3 kids. You had 3 girls pregnant at the same time.
Where did you go to school, Wax?
Christ.
He went to 13, 14, 15, and 16th grade at Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina. Okay, that's where
What's
he
your
went.
name?
All right, that's where he went to college at. Okay,
Hey, got my
Good
degree.
for you. That's all
You
that
got
matters.
2 degrees. You know he has 2
double
degrees?
major, yeah.
2 degrees?
How many
What
degrees
in?
you got,
What
Zuri?
I have a college degree?
Yeah.
I have 1 college degree.
Yo,
I
Wax
went
got
straight
2.
to work. What do you
Don't
just
you wanna
study, Wax?
upgrade with a guy
I do
like
want to
Wax?
upgrade. Business?
And Spanish.
What, in Spanish?
Yeah, Spanish.
Wait, say a little something in Spanish.
Come on, you got me again, man. Angie, why you say Spanish? Say something I can
I thought you did have one in Spanish.
say Creole, man.
Yeah, say something. You know what I'm saying? Say some shit that we hear all day, or something that you can throw me or text me or
I
something.
thought you did have 2
Yeah.
degrees,
He
don't
said
you?
Spanish. I'm like, fuck.
Charlamagne
got
told me
me.
you had 2 girls doing your homework in 2 different majors.
Exactly. So
I
that
play
lets you know he
football.
didn't
I
learn
play
shit.
football.
He just got the degrees.
When you play
Oh my
football, you know what I'm saying, you actually
okay,
feel a little
that
good or
is- that
something like
makes
that. They hold you
sense.
down.
All right.
That explains it.
Tell him where to find you, Zuri.
Oh, Instagram. Zuri Hall.
Don't DM her, though.
Zurihl.
Don't be concerned about her life.
No, I'm gonna. You can be
salty.
concerned, guys. I've learned a lesson here. Andrew, I'm sorry. I'm gonna respond to you as soon as this ends.
Not everybody trying to fuck. You know?
Okay,
Some of us just want to be friends.
Bullshit.
Debatable.
Andrew, your friend, though. You ain't gonna apologize to every dude you ghost. This is horrible.
I ghost a lot of guys. I'm trying to get better at explaining my ghosting. I need to do that.
Why do you
I
gotta
need to
do
do
that?
No, you don't.
Nah.
I feel bad.
It's too much
You
time.
just disappear
Too much time.
because that's what y'all do, and that's not nice.
No.
So I just want to,
'Cause we ain't
put
got
out
time to
into
hear
the
nobody
world what
cry.
I want
When's the last
back.
time you been ghosted?
I haven't been ghosted. I've been in a relationship.
Oh,
But
okay,
I've been
gotcha,
ghosted
gotcha.
before that. You know what I mean? Like, not ghosted. It was more
I
like a
said, who
slow
is this
fade.
guy?
Shit got weird.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, I can't do this, and try to flip it on you when really you're just like, what the fuck's going on?
Like
Y'all have
like
y'all
wax day
are
with the
good at
chocolate.
y'all are good at making us think we're crazy, like turning
y'all
it
are
around
crazy.
knowing damn
That was
well.
the reaction.
I'm reading a
That
good
was
book
great.
right now.
I forgive you,
I'm
Wax.
reading a good book right now called The Gaslight Effect.
Oh, what is that about?
It's about how people try to gaslight you to make you think that you're crazy and
I need to
manipulate
read that.
you. It's a
I feel
it's a
like
great
that
read.
low key might be a thing that
It's
I need to
It's a lot of people that
more
gaslight you. So like, that's what the book is about. It's how
Do you
people,
think that's like low key sociopathic, right? Like there are certain people who can convince you that you're lying, that they're telling the truth
Girls.
because they're so because they're so convinced of their lies, they believe the shit to the point you
Girls.
can't even be too offended because mentally 1 in 25 people is a sociopath. I've been doing some research.
well, the book talks about how people that do that gaslight you, they're insecure. So making you feel bad about yourself or something
feel
makes
better.
them
Make them
feel
Yeah.
feel
Misery
better.
love
Yeah, yeah,
company.
yeah.
So they say the best way to avoid being gaslighted is to just not give a fuck about the person's opinion.
Facts.
Damn.
So like if somebody walks in and says something about my hoodie, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I like my hoodie. It's a dope ass hoodie," and keep it moving
Right.
instead of questioning. Well, what
It
the
is
fuck's
a
wrong
dope
with my
hoodie,
hoodie?
actually.
Like, why you don't like my hoodie? Like, you know,
Right,
like,
right.
It's called The Gaslight Effect. It's a really good book.
All right.
Self-love is a
Check that
superpower,
out.
man. It makes you impervious to
Yeah,
other
it
people's
does.
insults.
It is.
But about the lies thing, you got to choose your lies wisely. Like life is about choosing lies.
Yeah.
What?
We all make choices
lies?
about what is true and what's not true. This whole thing is built on lies.
Life is about, I agree with that to a certain extent. It's about the buying and selling of dreams. So it's really just about what dream you're buying into.
And that could be
It could be
religion,
you
that
telling
could be-
yourself something.
that could
Religion,
be
yeah.
That's the thing,
economy.
yeah.
You could believe in democracy. You could believe in communism. You could believe in capitalism. You could believe in socialism. All these things are just made up. So
Yeah.
you just choose your lives.
Yeah.
Like you need a certain amount of life requires a certain amount of ignorance,
Right.
and luxury requires a lot of it. Why do you think all these billionaires try to give back so much?
Yeah.
the
Because they
guilt of
have
knowing.
luxury and they know how fucked up
the
the
rest of the
world is.
world
is,
So
yeah.
they trying to give back so they could deal with that pain
Sleep
they
with
feel
themselves,
inside.
yeah.
Poor people don't feel no fucking charitable endeavors. They're trying to eat.
That's why
How do
I
I eat food tonight?
Yeah.
That's why I respect one of the illest things that ever happened to me recently. Remember that time we was driving? And something caused me to go down the wrong road, which I was meant to go down, and this woman was on the side of the road, and she was collecting change.
Yeah.
So I gave her like $50, and maybe 100. I don't remember what it was. But when I drove up a little bit, then I had to stop for
100.
traffic, and then she came back. She was like,
Knocked on the window.
She knocked on the window. She's like, you gave me $100. I think you gave me too much. I'm like,
She gave me the wrong
no, I
bill.
didn't. I know what I'm doing. But just that's you know how much character this person has.
Yes.
Yeah.
How morally
give
sound
her
she
more.
is.
Son, I've
Yeah.
seen that happen multiple times with homeless people. Not me personally, but just YouTube videos, all this
Why you
kind of
think
shit
they
like
out
that.
there?
But that's the thing, because you guys, it's not like
interesting that they
homeless
have-
makes you a bad person. Like good
course,
people
yeah,
are
that's what
good
I'm saying.
people, and
Situations,
sometimes
why
they
they
end
out
up in
there?
sucky situations,
Mental illness
and that
can
makes
bring
it
that.
more unfortunate.
Not all the time.
Good people are on the street too.
But if they got over on you, you would understand why they did that, as opposed to somebody who's
Yeah.
rich and got it. Why the fuck are
Exactly.
you getting over?
Still
on
trying to screw
people?
people
Why?
over, right?
Yeah. No, it's a tricky situation.
But a lot of times that sort of greed is what gets you there, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's some like honest, hardworking self-starters who just it came through for them.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people at the top, a lot of people, especially in LA, when I'm dealing with these Hollywood people and some of the people that I know like off camera, it's like you are a terrible person. And what sucks most is I can see that that's what got you where you are.
Oh, it's an
because
asset.
they are so shameless in it. They do not seem to sense guilt, so they can fuck you over
Ain't nobody punching
to
in the
come
face
up,
yet.
and they
Nobody
come
punching in the
up.
mouth.
You know what I
Which
mean?
is disappointing when you want to
like
do
you
something the
said
right
about
way.
Being a sociopath, like
Yeah.
sociopathy can help you.
Yeah.
If you're extremely
Absolutely.
empathetic, how are you going to fire that person in your team that's holding
Yeah.
you down?
Yeah.
That's holding the whole team down. But you know that they got to go.
Right.
How do you fire that guy if you really, really are a sweetheart?
Exactly. Which will keep you where you are. Sometimes you have to be a
That's
little
crazy you
cutthroat.
say that because I was in a meeting earlier and my one of my coworkers was telling me about a boss and how that boss doesn't like conflict. And mind you, he has all the power in the world to fire anybody they want to, but he just doesn't like the conflict. He would rather keep people happy. So you kind of need that tyrant on the side. Not even a tyrant, but just that bad guy that's like, nah, you got to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to go.
And if you don't have it, you need to hire somebody who can do it.
Who can do it.
And I think some of these guys, they'll have a manager, they'll have a business partner that is the asshole and they assume that role. But that's the only way you could keep the ship afloat. If a motherfucker is just poking holes in the ship, can't be surprised if y'all drown.
Yeah.
That's real.
We got to call Van real quick.
No, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let Zuri go because I got to pee. And I want to talk, after we talk to Van, I want to talk about some hood street shit that I don't want her in here on.
Yeah, please let me
Oh,
remove
go.
this.
Get out of here. Get out of
Just
here.
go ahead and bow
Wayne,
out.
can you, what you got to do? You got to pay the bill? They go call Van.
How about we'll pay some bills
pause. I'm gonna
and
go
then you go pee and then
We
we'll
take
do it.
pics.
Zuri,
Y'all go follow Zuri Hall.
Yeah.
Get all in her DMs.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Shoot your shots.
Wax, don't
And
be
all
trying
that
to
good
block
stuff.
my incoming traffic here. Okay, I'm gonna eat your chocolate. I'm gonna eat your chocolate.
I like our relationship. You don't block mine, I don't block yours. I'm down.
But let me
Go. Go.
Zuri, we love you. Thank you for
Love
coming.
y'all.
Bless.
Zuri, thank you there.
All right, I'm back from taking a piss. I just want to tell you that The Brilliant Idiots today is brought to you by the Black Panther soundtrack. Music inspired by the film Black Panther is brought to you by TDE and Interscope. I've seen Black Panther twice this week. Okay, I'm not going to tell y'all anything about the movie. All I'm going to tell you is that I went to the Marvel premiere on Monday, and I was very excited to go back to my own premiere on Tuesday because I did my own screening on Tuesday, and that should tell you something because rewatchability is very important in a movie. All right, and for me to be out at 7 o'clock at night on a school night, knowing that I got to get up at 4 in the morning to watch a 2-hour and 30-minute movie
That you've seen already.
that I've seen already should say a lot. And I don't think I've ever seen a movie back to back. I've never gone to a theater and then went back to a theater the next day to see a movie. I'm not one of those guys.
Yeah.
But I definitely did it for this film, and I didn't even listen to the soundtrack until Tuesday morning. And not because I didn't want to, I just didn't get around to it. But after seeing the movie and listening to the soundtrack, it just makes perfect sense. Pray For Me is my joint. That's the record with Kendrick Lamar and The Weeknd. It really has an Eye of the Tiger feel because Black Panther has a Rocky feel. Just to me though.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to say because even to this day, when I watch a Rocky movie, I'm amped, baby. Like, I'm ready to go. I don't give a fuck. It's just something about Rocky when that dun, 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 dun. Like, it's just something about Rocky that makes you feel like you can do anything. Yeah. And that's what Black Panther made me feel. It made me feel like I could do anything. I like the record Ops with Vince Staples and somebody's name I can't pronounce, Eugen Blackrock. And Kendrick is on every record. He just don't rap on every record. Like, he does like ad-libs.
Right.
Or he might do a hook on every record. What else is good on this album?
Could this possibly be one of the best soundtracks for a film? I know it's a tough question.
The reason
to
I say
answer.
no, I'm gonna tell you why I would say yeah. I would say yes because of the way it fits the movie. But I saw Michael B. Jordan on Angie Martinez's show, and he was saying that Ryan, this was a real collaborative effort. He was like, Ryan went to Kendrick just to get a song. But Ryan let him see the movie, way beforehand. He thought he was just gonna get a song or two. Kendrick ends up delivering this whole project, like this whole album. So yeah, when they how they'll say music inspired by the motion picture, the shit, and it don't have nothing to do with it. But this album was really inspired by the film, and Kendrick delivered a whole album. That's why TDE ended up doing the whole project. So yeah, I think it's up there. I mean, I would say to me, Above the Rim soundtrack is amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Above the Rim soundtrack was really good. What else was a good movie soundtrack?
The Bodyguard.
Juice.
Oh, Juice.
Juice was a good soundtrack. Who the fuck listens to The Bodyguard?
Well, Whitney Houston.
I listen to that song.
Isn't that the soundtrack?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
It was good.
Yeah, but yeah. So Black Panther, the album, go pick it up.
All right.
It's on all your streaming services, Tidal, Apple, all that good shit.
Talking about rappers, or should we call up Van real quick?
Let's call Van.
Yo, you're on Brilliant Idiots right now with Charlamagne the God and Andrew Schultz. Hi, Van.
Why you ain't call Fat Boy from the main phone?
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing, man?
We're doing well. You're on speaker right now because we couldn't get our main phone working, so your audio quality is not going to be amazing, but we still love you.
I appreciate that. I mean, I don't know why y'all shit's not working, but things happen sometimes, I guess.
It's not working because your podcast is going to flop, and this is just a sign of things to come.
Wax right here, come on that one right there. So you're here to promote a podcast, Van, and you started out your promo of the podcast by trashing our studio. What else would you like to criticize about us and our audience in order to get us to listen to your podcast?
Get us to not listen to your podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. What else is there? There's a lot of things we could talk about. But nah, man, I appreciate you guys actually giving me the platform. Obviously, y'all both know that it's been a battle, which I don't know if never knew niggas had to battle to get a podcast, but for whatever reason, they made me battle for it. And so we're finally able to do it through loudspeakers, and already have Charlamagne on it. I'm hoping to get you on solo too, then do a whole brilliant idiot situation. But I just know when I have you on, it's not to be anything but me and you arguing back and forth anyway. So
one of the biggest issues I heard they had with you, Van, was that you needed to lose 20 more pounds to fit into the chairs in the podcast studio.
And you got too many snacks in your room.
But they said you achieved that goal, so congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Being an asshole. By the way, I gotta say something. I've lost weight, so I don't fucking appreciate.
Yo, Van, let me stop you. Let me stop you right here. Let me stop you right here.
Boy, put that gas
Exactly. You're going to let Charlamagne use his new book against you. All right? He got this new book about gaslighting, and it's giving him permission to just snap on people again and see if it bothers them. And the reality is, whenever he says anything about your weight, you got to agree. That takes away the power. Stop,
man, we all know you lost weight, man. You was 400 pounds.
I know. You've been sending us boxing videos every single day, like a thought.
The reality is this, though. Is like, it's weird. If we know we in a snapping mood, if we just going back and forth is one thing, because my niggas fucking around, right? But I'm listening to the podcast with the Wax song, and you're doing an audible advertising it.
What are you talking
and it's
about?
Some book called The Something of Obesity, and he goes, Van Lathan would love that book. I don't appreciate it.
Yo,
Hey, easy.
Let me read you a text Van sent me last night. Hold on.
Hold on. Listen,
Van texted me last night.
The name of your podcast is the Blue Pill?
The Red Pill.
The Red Pill. Now, is
The
this
Red Diet Pill.
Is this a diet pill? This motherfucker got there before me. Piece of shit. I had to lay all the groundwork setting it up.
Alley-oop.
No.
Listen, Van texted me. He said, the obesity code, nigga? And I sent the laughing emoji. He put shaking my head. That's how I knew it. Then he ghosted me. That's how I knew. I said, oh, he thinking about that one.
You got to take the power out of these words, Van.
Listen, bro, I'm telling you, I get it, Andrew. What you're saying is correct, but you got to understand, it took a lot of effort not to be fat anymore, and to continue to be fat when
Thank
you're not
God.
fat anymore is sometimes mentally debilitating. But I'm gonna take your advice, man. I'm gonna take your advice. Bro.
Yo, but as Bill Burr said, nobody talks about how fun it was getting fat.
That's true.
You know, there's something that's not brought up a lot. Bill Burr has a great joke about it. He's like, "Yeah, you just ate cookies every single day." Nobody talks about how much fun that must have been.
Yeah, but the shit was a little lonely too. Like, it wasn't all fucking. A lot of those cookies you ate by yourself.
Yeah, because you didn't want to share.
You know how many listen, Van, you know how many letters in the word fat?
Hold on, Charlamagne asked a question.
Van, you know how many letters in the word fat, Van?
Yeah, it's 3.
You know how many letters in the word van?
Hey, I got a question. What's the perfect vehicle for a fat guy?
Man.
Hey, that was actually really a good one. Yo, he had to dump that.
Yo, I'm saying
That was a good idea. He had to dump
God,
it.
Steve
man.
Nash-esque passing going
Nice.
on.
Oh man.
Nice.
I love it, but I'm glad that Wax is having fun with it because I got a special surprise for Wax.
Oh, here we go.
No. I'm using my platform here at TSC to help Wax's recording career.
Easy.
By the way, let me tell you about that. My producer, who actually made that record, dead ass, said to me today, "Yo, I need to get some money for this." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She was like, "It was all on TMZ and shit." She was like, I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
Wait, it was on TMZ?
Van played it.
Van, can you send us the clip, please?
Van a piece of shit.
I said it on the show. It was a big deal. And by the way, some of the gay guys in our office, they think it goes hard in the club.
Yeah. Listen, I think this is really going too far. Listen, y'all can enjoy the song, just don't be trying to come up to me because I am not gay.
Say what?
It don't sound like it on the record.
First of all,
What do you mean? That record came from something.
First of all, after hearing that record, nobody's coming up to you. They're going to come up behind you, though.
Don't do that. I'm telling you. I don't want
Chris,
no problems,
what was the
man.
other line that Wax said
I
in the
did
interview?
not chill out, man.
There's a gayer line that he said in the interview. The other line was, you think it's impossible? The other line is wild. Do you have the exact line, Chris?
They cutting a lot of shit up, though.
No, this was the exact line. You got it? Chris, come here with it. Come on,
man. Y'all chill
This is another line that Wax says in the interview. You think...
Y'all don't think I'm supposed to listen to this stuff before y'all put it out?
All right, ready here. Listen.
Because you got small hands and make your meat look big.
Because
they.
No,
they.
you say he.
THE. They.
Because you got small hands.
Because they.
Because he got small hands and make your meat look big.
Well, listen, go back a little bit more. Go back a little bit more. I was talking about Asian women. I said you need to at least have one Asian woman a year because they got small hands and they make your meat look big to help your pride.
You said he, bro.
They.
Maybe you're talking about them Asian lady boys.
No.
Van, when does Red Pill drop?
Van, when does Red Pill come out, bro?
Red Pill is coming out next week. The first episode is with Tay Diggs. Me and Tay talked about a lot of things. You know, I thought it was interesting to have Tay on. Obviously, I've known him for a long time. He's a part. I know everyone is talking. Black Panther is huge right now, and it's kind of like a new Black Hollywood renaissance going on. But I just wonder how some of the Tay Diggs and the Morris Chestnuts and the Neil Longs and the people that came before this, how they feel about what's going on. Because from knowing a lot of that different crowd, a lot of those people that they're Black actors, and even before them, they feel always a little bit frustrated about their inability to cross over, about their inability to kind of get what he calls the Matt Damon money or get that type of recognition. And it's only been really in the last, 7, if we're being generous, 10 years that you've seen multiple African-American performers sort of applauded in this way. I mean, now, you really don't have that many excuses. I mean, there's still walls to break down, but you're seeing all over the place. You see Black Panther here, you see Atlanta, you see Insecure, you see Tiffany Haddish blowing up. You see a lot of success coming out of that. And he kept it all the way real. He kept it much realer than what I thought he would about his feelings about that, and his feelings about the industry and the change in the industry, just totally. It was a good-ass interview, man. And
y'all had a very gay exchange. Just want to throw that out there. I love a good gay exchange between straight men.
Yikes.
What was gay? What was gay?
I said it was a gay exchange. It's one part. I don't want to give too much away, but it's one part of the podcast where Van asked Tay about his ass.
Yikes.
And having his ass on Instagram, being naked on Instagram, and the Van goes, "But you got a nice ass. You've been working out."
Yeah, come on, Van. Van, I'm gonna jab you when I see you, bro.
Never said.
I'm gonna jab you.
What did you say, Van? What did you say then?
I never said you have a nice ass.
You said you got a nice something.
Never said you have a nice ass.
What'd you say?
What I said was, in a joking way, I said, "Hey, you've been working out, dog." That's what I said.
Immediately after commenting on a man's picture on Instagram
That's the same
with his
thing,
ass
man.
out.
Same thing.
I never said, and you know what?
No, but what has he been working out? If his ass is showing on Instagram, what has he been working
legs,
out?
His calves.
No, I'm gonna say it. No. I mean, obviously it was a joke. First of all, I'm sure if I want, if a nigga got a nice ass, he got a nice.
There you go,
There you go.
Goddamn it.
That shit ain't cool. You
Don't let
bugging.
us gaslight
If
you.
a nigga got a nice ass, he got a nice ass. Goddamn
Add it
it.
to the song.
There you go.
Add it to the song.
There you
Yeah,
go.
man. Put you on that shit.
Yo.
I'm not waxed. If you put me on there, I have no problem. I'll dance to the song. I know
Well, have fun, buddy.
You'll jiggle to the song all night long.
All day, chubs.
Yo, y'all are crazy, bro. All right,
Jiggle.
So Tay Diggs is going to be on the podcast. You're going to talk about his cheeks and that kind of such. Anything else, or?
Yeah, I got to tell you guys something. You guys are really doing a phenomenal job of helping me promote this podcast.
It's called Red Pill. This is a great job. Man, people like you.
Yeah,
they think you're smart.
I know I could rely on my niggas to help me do this. Y'all gone in on me for like 10 minutes. We talked a little bit about it. And Charlamagne was on the podcast last week. And I got to admit, I don't think that the people in the office here were prepared for how politically incorrect the world of the brilliant idiot speak is.
Ooh, I like this.
Charlamagne used terms that are fucking completely forbidden inside of TMZ offices.
I'm a 90s nigga, dog.
Okay. The conversation with me and Terry was gay. We got gay guys working on the podcast. They were like, what does this mean? Am I wrong? Like, Charlamagne called somebody a retard. All of that stuff.
Nice.
It was a fly in there.
Was the guy retarded?
No. He was talking about somebody else. I don't know who he was talking about, but
What retard was I talking about?
I don't know. One of them retards.
I don't remember.
I think retard is a totally reasonable word.
Especially when in reference to yourself. Especially when you're talking about somebody who's really not retarded.
Yeah,
Like,
when
if
they're
I
not
say I'm
retarded. Yeah.
And if you call a retarded person retarded, they're retarded, so it's not a big
You can't say it, though. There's like a certain word for it.
Isn't retarded a real word?
It is a real word. Retard.
You gotta say
just means slow.
retard. You can't say retarded.
Retard?
I think
Yeah.
though that if you use the word,
Short bus.
in a pejorative nature, I think that the people that are mentally
You lost me.
What
with
if you say?
pejorative.
What if you say Tay Diggs' ass is retarded, yo? His cakes are retarded.
Them cakes make me drool like a retard. Can you say that?
That cheesecake I ate is retarded.
Can you say something like, yo, oh, you got Dame Dash on it?
That's a good one.
I love Dame Dash. I read his book, Culture Vultures.
We got a lot of good guests coming.
Oh, man, that's beautiful, man. I better be your first white guest.
You will be.
I know how much you hate whites and Mexicans.
Mexicans, don't get that fucking Mexican shit started again, bro.
He's in LA. You can't do that.
I'm saying he shouldn't have been acting foolish, bro.
Hey, but check out your.
You know what? We're gonna go some places that I guess you guys didn't want to go. I've reached out to Jason Whitlock to have him on the podcast. I'm going to have Richard Spencer on the podcast.
Hold on, you and Jason Whitlock are going to be on the same
Two
podcast?
chubs.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Four boobs.
Hold on. That pantry better be full.
You better have snacks for that goddamn podcast.
Yo, Van had
If
a
it ain't
bunch
no
of snacks
craft
the other
table
day.
for that shit,
Every week, Red Pill.
Van Craft Savers was
I'm not
popping.
getting into it with y'all.
Love you, man.
Matt
peace, man.
M&M's.
Make sure to name the podcast with goddamn Jason Whitlock, Too Fat. All right? But say it like 2 Chainz. Too fat.
4 boobs.
No, call it 2 men, 4 titties.
All right, talk about Troy. What happened? Why I got people in my DMs asking me, saying you're ducking an interview, so you're not keeping the same energy or something like that. I don't even know the story about what's going on.
I'm slightly. I'm looking at all of this shit, and I really just want to tell y'all, suck my dick.
Okay.
Yikes.
And the reason I'm gonna tell y'all suck my dick is for this simple reason. Okay. We interviewed Troy Ave last year on the Breakfast Club around the same time. Maybe it was like, maybe a little later, maybe like April.
Okay.
Something like that, right? It's April 2017. Interviewed Troy Ave on the Breakfast Club. I didn't feel the energy then. I just don't think it's certain things that we should be discussing, right? My opinions of that were confirmed when the family of the brother Ronald McFadden, Banger, were very agitated by that interview. I mean, you can go Google it yourself. This is public record. Whether you go look at, his brother, doing an interview with Doggy Diamonds, and I saw the interview, and I understood exactly where his brother was coming from. I understand exactly why his brother was frustrated.
What
I'm
was
saying?
the frustration?
I mean, just he
My
thought,
brother dead,
his brother's dead, and he just thought Troy Ave was basically, using it as promo. Oh. You know what I mean? And he said, imagine, and he was also talking about tax stone, and he was saying imagine how it feels to see people running around saying free tax and this and that. And I don't say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one reason I don't say that, because a lot of times I don't know if people deserve to be in jail or not. So I don't run around saying free anybody. But when I saw his brother react like that, and I saw other members of his family, like, you can go Google all of this. Like, it's plenty of articles out there that showed how our last interview with Troy Ave agitated, the family.
Yeah, somebody died.
In my mind, I'm like, all right, that's a road I'll never go down again. So to my surprise, when I come back from LA on Thursday, I see Troy Ave on the schedule.
Yeah, man.
I immediately hit up Envy, Angela Yee, our producer Eddie. I said, yo, what are we doing? Like, why do we have Troy Ave coming to the Breakfast Club? And I'm skipping over one thing. I gave him Donkey of the Day, I think, the week before for the song he put out called Too Legit to Quit. Okay. And in the song Too Legit to Quit, if you've seen the video, he's telling his, I guess his reenactment of what happened in Urban Plaza. He's talking about killing people, like, got bodies that ain't been found. I'm like, man, I don't. Like, this guy clearly don't get it. Plus, you can't play both sides of the fence. You're either gonna be a rapper
or a snitch,
or a gangster, or you're gonna be
an informant,
indirect informant.
But you got to put the suit on when it's time to go to court, though. Even I did. You know what I'm saying?
But like I said, when I gave him Donkey today, you can't do both. Because once we all know how this culture works. Once you take that stand, it's over for your rap career. So stop playing with the situation. Write your statement. Sue Urban Plaza, do what you got to do, and then go move to Kansas and eat spaghetti and ketchup because you can't find good pasta. Like, that's just the way the game works, right? And that's not a diss. That's just the truth to the matter. So when I see him on the schedule for the Breakfast Club, I'm like, why are we entertaining this? Especially knowing the energy this last interview caused. Yeah. Angela, Envy, they want to do it. I'm like, all right, well, y'all do it by yourself because I'm not entertaining that kind of energy. Simple as that. Saw Troy when he was here. Gave him dap. Saw him after the interview. You know what I'm saying? My man Gunplay was over there. It's like what I don't understand what people.
No static, no heat.
Nothing.
Place is quiet.
And guess what? I simply chose to remove myself from that situation because I'm not going to agitate the family of the person who got killed. And I think that's what people don't realize. Somebody is dead in this situation. It's like when you made the joke about Tupac the other night. That was a real person.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? It may not seem like that a lot of times to us because we're just on the outside looking at it and we think everything is motherfucking entertainment.
Yeah.
But somebody is really dead behind that situation.
Stay out the way.
And so, first of all, what would make you, who have y'all ever seen me duck? I think the question y'all should be asking is, why did Charlamagne say he chose not to entertain that kind of energy?
Yeah, I think these people would rather believe that you ducked him.
That's cool.
But people don't seek information, they seek confirmation, right? They're going into this situation going, Charlamagne is a bitch or Charlamagne is a pussy. Yeah. And then you gave them something that could confirm that belief, but might not have been the case. And they don't care to research why it isn't the case.
No.
Because that doesn't confirm that feeling that they have inside.
Or they'll say they biased, right? They'll say I'm biased. The reason they say I'm biased is because Tax is my man. Like, it's no secret Tax is my man. Like, it's no secret that, Tax was here at Loudspeaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of this is a secret.
What was your interaction with Troy like?
Me and Troy was cool. I'm still cool with Troy. I don't have an issue with Troy.
Did you explain it to Troy? Did you say why you weren't going to be in the interview to him?
No, I didn't. I didn't feel like I had to. Maybe I don't know, but I don't feel like I had to explain. Why do I got to explain to a grown man why I'm choosing not to entertain this situation? Maybe that's just the way I thought. But they say I'm biased towards Tax. If I was biased towards Tax, then why would I have Troy on the show last year?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why would I give Troy an hour-long interview last year if I was biased
Good point.
with Tax Stone? And let me tell y'all something else. Have you ever heard Tax Stone on The Breakfast Club? Have you ever heard Tax Stone call into the Brilliant Idiots? No.
Okay. Tax Stone has been on the Brilliant Idiots.
I'm saying he's been, but have you heard him call from jail since?
Oh, okay. No.
You think Tax Stone got things he want to say? You think Tax hasn't hit me up to say I want to call the Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Nah, we not doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The reason we not doing that.
My family did, somebody died.
Somebody died.
Come on.
You got a case you need to handle. Troy got a case they need to handle. Now, when all the smoke clears and everything gets sorted out and sentences happen or whatever.
Yeah.
then I think everybody can have a conversation, and then we can have a conversation, a teachable moment about how the fuck did all of this shit happen? How did we all get here?
There's a saying that it's humor is tragedy plus time. And I don't think it's just humor. That's the case.
Yeah, because there's nothing funny about this situation.
No.
Exactly.
It's actually very tragic.
But it could be like any life lesson might be tragedy plus time.
Yeah.
You have to let the dust settle before you reflect on something. And you're saying there's still a lot of dust out there.
A
There's
lot.
still
Troy's still facing the case. Taxes in jail.
Yeah.
Bang is dead. That's forever.
Ouch.
That's forever dust.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
I think it makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
forever dust.
Yep.
And I'm like, people don't even know how much I was like, no, there's no need for Troy to be on the radio.
Man, the family not at peace, bro.
Like, you have no idea how I tried to fight this interview last week. But Envy and Angela wanted to do it. If they were so adamant about doing it, cool. I'm going to remove myself from this situation.
What was their rationale for it?
Let's get content out there, I guess.
And content. That's all. I mean, they wanted Troy to tell his side of the story. For me, I feel like, he's already told his side of the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, and by the way, I heard
And an IG post he did.
Yeah.
What's the new information? It's hard for me.
There's no new information. He just put out a record called Too Legit to Quit, where he basically said he's going to take the stand.
Right.
And by the way,
All right.
I don't have a problem with you doing that, but you just can't do both. And I heard the Breakfast Club interview where he said that he's not fucking with the streets no more. The streets is a myth. The streets is not real. Whatever. I thought that was kind of weird because just the week before you put out a song, and the song said you commit murders without sound.
You got to go to court.
You got
man.
bodies that haven't been found. Like I don't know how you change within a week. But
Courts, judges, time,
listen,
money.
I don't care when. Yeah, but I don't care when a person comes to a good realization as long as they come to it. You know what I'm saying? So if he really feels that way, I really hope he's standing by that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I really hope he's like on some fuck the street shit, fuck the hood shit. Because honestly, that's why we're all here in this situation right now. Because it's some dumbass hood street shit that was pointless. Pointless. All this shit is pointless. Yeah. At the end of the day. So it's like, I don't care. Yeah, I removed myself from this situation. I'm not entertaining that kind of energy. And guess what? I'm not entertaining it on my side either because I ain't letting tax call in either.
Right.
And I want y'all to find me a time where I've ever said free tax though. I don't say that. I don't say things like that because I don't know if somebody deserves to be where they're at or not. And that's just all across the board.
Right.
Period. Yeah. That's number one. And number two, when I saw, Banger's brother on the Doggy Diamonds interview, and he was saying how much that hurt him, I understood that.
Ouch.
I got it. I was like, that's like, yo, you know what?
Yeah, we talked about it. I said, man, somebody hit my brother. I bet I hear nobody name around that.
What up?
Yeah.
And these are conversations. This ain't new conversations.
Nah.
How long ago we was talking about this, Wax?
A long time. Around what happened.
When it happened, we heard the interview. I'm like, yo, I'm like, damn, he right.
Way. I went through the murder charge before. Yeah. I went through that.
Yeah. I think a lot of times there's a separation between life and media for people who just consume it as media.
Fact.
Yeah, man.
Right? Like, so we see, these people as almost cartoons or characters from the show Power or characters from The Wire or something like that. Like, even mafia shit. Like, when we hear about mafia bosses going down, it's not real, right?
Yeah,
it's like the Vanavudo went down. You're like, oh, yeah, I heard about that guy. Yeah. But he wasn't a guy who had kids or a cousin or a mom.
Yeah,
right?
or think about something like 9/11.
Facts. It's
to
like
us,
for me, I was
they
in
hit
it.
the towers. That's fucked up.
But I did keep going.
But to them, America clearly did some fucked up shit that they felt like deserved that kind of retribution.
Sure.
You know
and
what I mean?
What it means to New Yorkers might be a little bit different. Like other people, they saw it from afar and it was like fucked up, but they didn't see the dust. Like their businesses weren't affected by it, their families weren't affected, etc. So I think what maybe people don't realize about you is you're actually, even though you're not directly connected to these things, you are around these people. So you have to deal with the reality of this situation.
It all feels too close to home.
And that's a lot different than being maybe a radio guy who's in Kansas who can talk about it.
Actually say something about it.
No, real talk.
Fact, man.
You know what I mean?
Like, for real.
You want to stay out of this.
So, yes, I gave Troy Abdonkey today because I feel like that's a teachable moment.
Right.
I think that's a very teachable moment. You can't do both. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sign your statement. Say what you know. Yep. Keep it moving. To Urban Plaza, get your bread. Keep it moving. Because that's the way shit is going to end up anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't do both. I mean, you know what? Maybe you can in this era.
This day.
Yeah, because I don't know. Maybe you can. Because I'm looking at some shit now.
He ratted, so what?
Like why? What is it that surprises you now?
That people accept it.
It's okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe I'm old. Maybe I don't get it. And by the way, and for everybody, that's what everybody needs to do. Because this is the thing that gets me so much about online. People talk about things they have no clue about with the utmost confidence. Unless you was in that room in Irving Plaza, involved in that situation, or saw the shit from the beginning to end, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Man,
well, because nobody says that to them, right? When you say something to someone in person, you could respond to them and say, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. When you say it on Twitter or Instagram,
like I'm reading the whole scenario.
There's no reaction.
Yo, people are tweeting me whole scenarios
Like they was there.
about like they were there. And I'm like, well, you know more than me.
Yeah.
And I ain't never talked to Tax about this
buddy.
shit.
Right.
Never. I never spoke to Tax about it. You know why? Because I don't want to know.
I don't want to.
You know, I ain't never talked to Troy about it.
Stay out the way.
I hear the same things, y'all. I've heard more about this situation from Troy Ave Music
Yeah.
than I have from anybody motherfucking
Even
else.
more than video that we actually seen a dude shooting. You actually seen Troy shit. You said Instagram is too vivid, man.
I was out of town when that video first came out. I was like, what the fuck? Troy was shooting in the club.
Yeah.
So, listen, man, long story short, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not I'm a grown-ass man, and there's certain energy I'm not entertaining, and I reserve the right to not entertain certain energy. And, yo, I've never been in something like this. I've never been close to something like this, ever.
Yeah.
You know? So it's just like, yo, if I choose to remove myself from the situation, cool. And if y'all think I'm so biased towards Tax, y'all should be happy I removed myself from the situation.
Yeah.
Y'all should be happy that I wasn't there to talk to Troy. Because guess what? If I was there, anything I said in response to him, yo, that's just Tax, man, yada, 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 blah, blah, this and that. Oh, and they was talking about the interview was edited. I don't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, you weren't there.
You know, so my producers took some shit out that they thought was good for me, but it was Troy saying that I'm a friend of Tax and I support Tax. I don't give a fuck about that. Who don't know that?
Yeah.
Like, who don't know that?
Yeah.
Like, it's not, regardless of the situation, me and him was cool before he went in. That's my man while he's in there.
Yeah.
And that's just it. Like, you're not responsible for, I guess, situations your people end up in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, if tomorrow something crazy, Andrew, you do some wild shit or get involved in some wild shit, I'm supposed to be like, fuck you?
No. Personal accountability, man.
And I did plenty of shit, you know what I'm saying? And I went through a motherfucking charge with like murder and shit. You don't even want to put your name in that at all. Right. They come down hard. They come down different.
Somebody's
they
dead,
make you cry.
You dickheads.
When they come down to murder,
like,
rape, that type of shit, the cops not playing. They come in and kick down your door.
Somebody's dead, you
Get your name out of that. Get far away from that shit. Why you want to entertain that type of shit?
Why you want to entertain that kind of energy?
Yikes.
Why?
You know why? Because they never been through it. I don't even want to hear it.
To them, it's entertainment.
Yes.
Like, and that's the other thing that bugs me out. I see people saying, "Oh, you against Troy? Or you biased? Are you with Tax and you biased towards Troy?" This don't got nothing to do with Tax. This don't got nothing to do with Troy.
Yeah.
It got to do with the fact somebody's dead.
You ever notice that whenever someone disagrees with you, they're biased?
Yeah.
Right? When you say something they agree with, they're like, nah, this guy got a point.
He talking that real shit.
The truth.
Yeah, he talking that real
The
shit.
second you say some shit that you disagree with, they're like, oh man, yeah, he's not keeping the same energy.
This don't have nothing to do with Tax Stone. This don't have nothing to do with Troy Ave. It has to do with Ronald McFadden, Banger, R.I.P. Simple and plain, I saw how his family reacted to the last interview.
Yeah,
I saw how it aggravated them. Why would I go back down that same road?
Yeah, I think you got to look at things like what's the return on investment.
It ain't worth it. YouTube views?
It's just not,
For what? YouTube views? What the fuck? Why
Yeah.
Interviewing Troy Ave?
Yeah.
Listen, when the dust settles, we can have conversations.
Yeah.
When the dust settles and everybody ends up where they end up, when we see what happens to Tax, when we see what happens to Troy, we can all have conversations then. Until then, it's no need to be entertaining that energy, man.
Yeah.
Not at all. And y'all motherfuckers, none of y'all know what the fuck happened. I don't know what happened. Andrew don't know what happened. Wax don't know what happened. Unless you was in that motherfucking room, you do not know what happened. All we know is Tax is charged with second-degree murder and Troy is charged with
shooting in the club.
Yeah. All right? So we just got to wait and see what happens.
Is there, did Tax go to trial already or are they still waiting on that?
Oh, no, he ain't been to trial. He's still sitting.
He's still there.
Still sitting. I don't even like talking about this shit, man.
Let's move it on.
Hakuna Matata, man.
I want a positive note. It's
the pussy. The Munda, Wakanda. Like, what the fuck, man?
I just said anything.
God damn, I hate y'all motherfuckers and this low energy bullshit, man. Shit.
I want to shout out. There's a film that I'm in that's in theaters right now, select theaters, called The Female Brain. Whitney Cummings and Neil Brennan wrote it.
Who was I with talking about you the other day?
Yeah, we just heard it. You was getting smashed, bro.
No, I got smashed in the TV show.
No, it wasn't the TV
Bro,
show.
what the
Somebody
fuck do you mean?
Somebody was talking about you in this movie and how good you were.
Take it, man.
I'm dead set. I don't know
Literally
where
like
the
2
fuck
days ago or something like that,
where the
right?
fuck was we at?
It was at night.
I don't know. Well, I was.
Somebody said it was a real, actually good movie, good cast and stuff
Yeah,
like
dude.
that.
Yeah.
So I have a scene with Blake Griffin and Cecily Strong
You was
from
fighting
SNL.
with Blake Griffin?
Yeah, me and Blake
Where's
fought.
Vaughn?
Yeah. So it's a cool
I thought
thing.
you said he smashed you.
No, I got fucked in There's Johnny.
Real
How you
man.
get fucked?
In the
Real
butt.
man. Real secure goddamn man.
Yeah.
Wait, listen
No,
to
I
me.
paid for it though.
Whoa,
It
whoa,
ain't
whoa,
gave,
whoa,
you
whoa.
pay.
Listen, how you get smashed? Like he put his meat in you?
Put his I grabbed the tile. It's my Instagram, Avi. It's me grabbing the tile while I'm getting smashed.
You want to be acting too good?
I'm different,
too bad.
Listen, if Will Smith could go gay, I can.
Will Smith went gay?
His first role.
First roll, baby.
Come on, bro.
6 degrees of separation.
I know nothing about it.
Hey, bro.
So he's actually getting smashed and y'all seen him.
You about to get paid off being fake gay.
It's not.
What are you talking about?
Bro.
You about to get paid off being
Damn.
fake gay. You wax. You got a hit single out right now called Damn. What you looking at?
That's
Picture
a
what?
picture.
Oh, when he's up
me.
against the wall?
I'm up against the wall.
Oh.
The illusion is that I'm getting
like,
smashed.
Chris is a lot to fucking read, bro.
I'm getting beat up by this guy, and then they want us to think that I'm getting whatever.
When
But
did Female Brain come out?
The Female Brain is already. It came out last week, and I
It's
took
in
my
theaters?
folks. Yeah, it's in select theaters now, so it's not in like every single one. But you can get you can go check it out, and you can get it on iTunes now too.
Yeah.
You can watch it. So if you want to go check it out, it's a funny movie. Blake Griffin's actually very funny in it, which was surprising because it's his first like real film that he's done. I know he's done a lot of commercials, and Dion Cole is in it. Sofia Vergara is in it. A bunch of Whitney Cummings is in it. A bunch of people. So it was fun to be in. And then so check that out. And then I got a film that I did last year is going to be in the South by Southwest Film Festival. It's one of like the 5 or 10 films that was put up there called Right When You Get Work.
Dang, you've been working up.
Yeah, the films have been good, man.
Is that haircut?
No, this is before the haircut. I might have shaved off my shit. It might be like Samson.
And he's like, fuck that. I'm gonna be the white guy in these movies.
There we go.
goddamn.
We at war. We gotta have something. Let me be ready. So I got that shit coming out, man, and I'm gonna do a show with that at South by. So on the 13th of March, I'm gonna do a pop-up show for the Views from the Sis tour in Austin, Texas, the Cap City Comedy Club. Go to Cap City Comedy Club's website to get tickets for that. It's gonna be the 13th of March, and but I'll be out there, man. And I got the Views from the Sis tour. You can check all the dates. I just posted out the first leg of dates. There's gonna be another leg where we go to Canada, we go to Europe, and that kind of stuff like that. But I just posted all those on my Instagram. It's on my website, theandrewschultz.com. So make sure you go check that shit out, man, and come fuck with us in LA for All Star. But the film thing has been opening up for me, man. I shot an indie, and then I also shot the new Halloween reboot that they're doing with Danny McBride and David Gordon Green.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You get killed?
I can't say what happens in this movie, son. I can't say
You
what
got killed when you was
happens
getting
I
smashed.
can't say what's happening in this movie. I won't say that now, but I think I might be good.
Things
So-
are happening for Hezzy.
Hey man, Oh, and also check out the stand-up clips. I put a new stand-up clip every single week. I do 52 weeks of stand-up. I'm doing a new clip every single week, and then put them on. I put a little piece of it on Instagram, and then I put the whole joke on the YouTube page. So make sure you go subscribe and watch those. And that's been great to see that. That's changed everything. People are like, "Oh shit, you actually do stand-up.
You
Oh
actually do
shit, you're
stand-up."
actually nice at this." Boom, boom. And that's what I think I do best. So if you want to come fuck with me, come with the shows. Check it out, man. And if you like the clips, come out there, man.
That's that. All I got is Nori on the Run Eating, February 28th on Complex.
Got him.
Okay? I'm an EP
Complex
of that.
needs some heat now.
Yeah, I mean, me and they're doing good.
They're doing amazing. But
By the
now
way,
they don't have.
Everyday Struggle was a great NTD for them, but I mean that shit like First We Feast, the chicken where they eat the hot wings and the
seen that
sneaker
everywhere.
shopping
Yeah,
show,
yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit is huge.
They do great great web content.
That's
yeah.
their bread and butter. They good regardless. But On the Run Eating, February 28th. In Nori shows 8 episodes. You could be able to binge all 8 episodes on February 28th. So fuck with that.
What's the show?
It's On the Run Eating. It's niggas on the run eating.
So wait, he's doing spots in New York. He's doing spots in.
Nah, he's everywhere. He goes. He's in Miami. He's in New York. He's in Atlanta. He's in Texas. Like he just goes all over the place to different restaurants, each with different celebrities. That's what he does. It's dope. I mean, it's a dope show. Nori's a great personality. You know what I mean? And that's what I like to do with my production company. I like to take those older hip hop personalities who people may not still be checking for, but I mean, people are for Nori because of his podcast, but they may not be checking for them, but they still got these big personalities. And you got to realize that these people are regular, everyday people. Like, you know, you look at somebody like Nori and you're like, oh, that's Nori Yeager, but he's a human being. You know what I mean? Who likes to do regular shit like he. You know what I mean? So it's like you know, it's an idea that we had. And that's something else I want to talk about real quick before we go. The process. People don't understand the goddamn process.
I remember being at the dinner that might have been the beginning of that process.
That was 2 years ago.
I remember sitting there.
You know what I'm saying? Like Nori told me the idea on The Breakfast Club. I'm like, yo, edit that out. Edit that out because I don't want nobody else to get that idea. It took 2 years. You know, we did a pilot at MTV. MTV passed on it, shopped it around. Complex ended up picking it up. That was a great situation. You know, last year he shot it, and it was a go. You know, but it's all about the process. Same thing with Body. When did we shoot Bodied? When was Bodied?
A minute ago.
Body might have been 2 years ago. As a film we did it, I'm a producer on.
Forever.
And I'm actually in it. Eminem's the EP, but it's like, it took 2 years. It's still not out, but it just sold.
Didn't it? I thought it did premiere at Toronto.
It premiered at that TIFF. It premiered at Sundance. It got sold this year, and it's coming out, you know, later on this year. But I'm just saying, it's about the process.
Like
motherfuckers don't understand that shit.
Anything takes forever.
When you shot The Female Brain.
I shot The Female Brain last summer.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh no, not 2 summers ago.
2 summers ago, 2 years. Y'all don't understand the process. Like the shit you see us doing now. Man, we was working on this shit 3-4 years ago.
It's crazy. Especially with film and
film, TV, all that shit.
TV might be a little quicker production schedule, but film is like you need to make it, then you need to sell it to somebody.
Absolutely.
Then they need to find a time to put the shit out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good, man.
So I'm just saying all that to say the next few things that we announce, they're going to hurt y'all feelings really, really bad.
Why?
They just are. They're going to really hurt y'all feelings really, really bad. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to tell people if you're hating, just be patient. We got a lot more for you to hate on. But we've been working on this shit. Like, you're going to realize why we don't entertain certain shit at this point in our lives.
Can you give a snippet? Can you give a little?
Nah.
Stay out the way.
I just stay low and keep firing. They'll see the bullets.
Early.
They'll see the targets get hit. Terrible fucking analogy. All right. But listen, as always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're brilliant, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you're absolutely right. If you listen to this podcast and you think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, you're right too, because it's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.